This cute little story today.
Michael Ciravong has a very fast car, and he wanted the Toyota Supra to have a souped-up name. So on his license plate application, he wrote, "Got MILF," and he got it.
Yeah, I just thought it sounded funny, like got milk, and then the term MILF was getting popular, so got MILF. I didn't really think about it.
So you got a license plate that says "God MILF."
I bet they took it away.
You think?
Yeah.
Why would they do that in this day and age?
Not allowed.
Why in this day and age?
It's vulgar.
Why is that vulgar?
I don't know. They're pretty strict with the license plates. Some people can have snuck some through, pretty clever ones. But for the most part, anything that sounds dirty or anything or offensive, they take it off.
So what do you think, Jimmy? They get rid of the license plate?
Because Americans are a bunch of whiny faggots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to all of you out there. Yes, we are. So I'm sure they did.
Well, we were talking yesterday about how you can't boo at
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
a certain high school
revolting.
now during sporting events. And they think this is good for America.
The nerds are running the country. It's another way for soft, weak people to not feel soft and weak.
The wussification.
And the Chinese are coming. They're just going to take us. It's going to be real easy when they finally decide to take us.
Yeah.
We're not even going to give them a fight.
I think we could just hold their heads at arm's length and let them swing at us.
In the old days, yeah, but not anymore. We're getting a little wimpy, a little soft. So what do you think, Jimmy? They take it away?
Oh, I'm pretty sure they did, yeah.
It is, in the most delicate of terms, a term of endearment for a married woman.
A MILF is an attractive mother.
Oh, but several mothers didn't find it attractive. Emails of disgust rolled into the Department of Licensing. It was offensive and not humorous at all. Next thing Michael knew, the plate...
Well, you know who complained, right?
Yeah.
You know who complained.
Oh, the mix.
The yucks. The yucks complained.
The yucks.
God, ugh.
The ones who MILF stands for, man, I look fat. That's the one.
Yeah.
A bunch of fat, complaining hens.
Why do they get their way?
How do you complain about a license plate?
Why would that offend you?
With letters. It's not even the words spelt out. It's just a...
Just because you don't know what a salad is, we all have to suffer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Seriously. You don't want to take care of yourself, so now you're offended and you get your way. Come on.
Not humorous at all. Next thing Michael knew, the plate was canceled.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised, shocked that somebody would stoop that low to ruin my fun.
He'd claimed on his original application that maybe it meant manual incline lift fluctuator, which means...
I just made it up.
No. I just made it up. He knows he ain't getting it back, so screw it. Yeah, I just made it up.
He should have come up with a real thing that meant to him.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Well, he tried. No, he tried to make up a bunch of new acronyms, but nobody bought into it. Listen,
No one's biting.
some of these are
He
ridiculous.
fought back with several variations like got my invitation last Friday. Even got married into Lisa's family. He got the plate the same week as the wedding. And how did that go?
Not very well. My wife almost called off the wedding.
And now that his attempt at humor has been called off, he's replaced the plate with Punisher. He says that means he wins a lot on the racetrack. But as for admitting once and for all what MILF really means...
I'm probably showing this to my wife's mom. That's why I don't want to say that.
Maybe his best MILF decision so far.
How did he get Punisher? You'd think that would be taken.
Yeah,
Hey,
right?
Punisher.
Just another example of something tried in humor that faggoty Americans don't like.
Yeah.
Just another example.
It's really getting annoying.
And what's annoying is the sickening people that keep... Can someone just say, too bad you're offended?
Yeah.
Can someone just say, too bad?
I'm waiting for that day, Jimmy. That's going to be a very refreshing day when someone finally says, you know what?
It's good. Too bad.
Too bad.
Well, what's her facey there said it?
Well,
Ann Coulter.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
That's...
She turned around and just
Oh, yeah,
said,
good point.
you know, see, and look what happened. You forgot about it.
It went away.
It went away.
Yep.
Things like that go away.
Oh, God, we just missed another great phone call.
Oh, no.
Kate, where'd you go? Kate said her friend has one that says she's 69.
Oh, okay.
And she got away with it. Let's say hi to TJ. He's out of Atlanta. TJ, what's going on?
Hey, boys.
Hey.
We just had a suburb of Atlanta ban karaoke at bars, along with darts, billiards, and trivia games.
Why?
Because bars lead to crime.
No,
The only thing you're able to do, I swear to God, Lilburn, Lilburn, Georgia. The only thing that you're able to do is watch TV and listen to the jukebox.
Why? How do you,
They banned
how is
bar
that
games.
law passed?
Do
Like,
what?
how could you tell a bar what they can and cannot do inside as far as games go?
Well, it's Atlanta. Any activity probably leads to crime.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No walking and then opening doors with left hands.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the same, as banning smoking.
Well, we're
Falls under
looking.
the same prelude.
Well, no, a game isn't going to hurt you. Like physically, the smoking thing, they use the whole thing that the employees in the bar have to sit there and breathe and smoke all day. That's their reasoning. What does a pool table do?
Besides make a
Apparently
great
it brings
bed.
crime.
Yeah, true.
All right, we're looking up.
Nice weapon
It was on the
storage.
radio this morning, so.
All right, we can't find the story, so. What happened? It's there. All right,
Well,
we'll find the story and we'll get into it. Let's say hi to Kate again. Kate, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, Doc?
Hey, Kate.
How you doing?
So you have a friend that has a license plate that says she 69?
Yes, I do.
See, she got away with that one.
how the hell she get away with that?
Well, actually, that one was issued to him.
Oh, to him?
Is it your husband, boyfriend, just a
No,
friend?
Actually, it's a good friend of mine.
How they get issued a plate with only 5 things on it?
Well, it's a C69 with a Z. So,
Oh, 69Z.
yeah.
She's 69. Very good.
I'm looking at footage of Van Halen on TV. It's embarrassing. That's not a rock band.
Well, it's not Van Halen.
Just
It was a part of Van Halen for a few years.
He has a mullet. Michael Anthony has a mullet.
I think that's hair plugs or something. His hair looks really
Oh,
strange.
he's awful.
Yeah, it looks a little strange.
Fat Sammy Hagar with his goatee. Oh, he looks like Bette Midler. Sammy Hagar looks like Bette Midler with a goatee. That's what he looks like.
Here it
Right
is.
beneath my mullet, he should be singing.
Here it is. Shut up and drink. Lilburn bar patrons are told. Lilburn has never wanted to be seen as River City or have. Earlier, the city outlawed pool, the game that spelled trouble in the musical The Music Man and its watering holes. Now it's also barring karaoke and just about any other party game from places that serve alcohol. Dave Metcalf, a patron of the Sports Fan Bar and Grill, wonders if the Gwinnett City is banning good times. Personally, I'd like to see karaoke end in the bars I attend, joked Metcalf, who said he flees aspiring karaoke stars. But why would they ban karaoke? More fun than the law allows? And it goes on and on. Just a dumb little local law. Who cares?
Seems unconstitutional.
Let's say hi to Johnny the Trucker. Johnny, what's up?
What's going on, Opie? Listen, I got a guy in my neighborhood who has a license plate on it, and I couldn't figure it out for a while, but it was SOMFPLS.
And
Where is it again? What are the letters?
It's SOMFPLS. And then I figured, he told me finally what it was, and it was, sit on my feet. Can I say it?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not. I was trying to save you, man.
Yeah,
All right.
I held up a yield, but you went right through, and now
You
you
went
crashed
right
into
through.
somebody.
You crashed into Al.
What do you say, Al?
See, because I mean, sometimes I believe that you guys have a brain when you listen to the show. So,
Yeah.
So Johnny, if you said friend has plate, it reads SOMFPLS, and then you said it says sit on my.
My friend.
Oh God, you're as dumb as they come. I didn't need participation.
Yeah.
I was pretty much holding your hand and getting you through it.
Thank you.
Now people are going to have to just...
Figure it out. Now they'll be all annoyed. What does it mean? What friend? What friend?
Oh, I know this. PLS,
Everybody heard
please.
the...
Yeah,
everybody heard
PLS is please.
the- All right, that's it, please.
All right, Johnny. Thank you.
Good.
I'll see you.
He's all pumped.
I got douche chills listening to them describe what SOM meant. Jackasses. Any of you message board people getting douche chills, I get them too when I read your posts. Jackasses.
Man took call during rape, police say. Timothy Michael Siebert was in the midst of raping a 49-year-old woman, according to police, when he answered a cell phone call from his victim.
Rapist helper.
From his
Victim.
Sponsor.
from his
Lubricant provider.
In the middle of a rape, he answered a cell phone call from his wife.
Oh.
Was he raping her?
Doesn't the number come up?
Huh?
Doesn't the number come up? Well, maybe I won't answer this one.
That's right. The woman was so close to the phone she could hear Siebert's wife yelling at him. Oh, that's just terrific.
Oh, could you hold on, please? Could you just lay there motionless and not scream like you're being raped? My wife's on the phone.
Goddamn Rich. Hello.
The woman was so close to the phone she could hear Siebert's wife yelling at him, asking him where he was and what he was doing.
Hold on 2 seconds, honey. Yes?
They got the guy. He's 24. He was arraigned on charges of rape, sexual assault, and indecent assault.
Oh, indecent assault?
The woman who knew Siebert also told police that Siebert had raped her once before on May 5th, according to arrest documents. In the latest incident, according to arrest documents, the woman was folding laundry when Siebert of the blank showed up around 2 p.m. Siebert said he wanted to talk at first. They sat on a swing outside, but then Siebert followed her into the house after asking the woman for a drink, according to arrest documents.
Wait, they knew each other?
And he raped her one other time, so why are you letting the guy in the house?
Yeah.
Once inside, Siebert pushed the woman down a hallway and into her bedroom when he forced her to have sex with him on the bed. At one point, the woman who said she tried to resist told Siebert that she hated him. Oh, that's good. After the telephone call, Siebert went to the bathroom, returned to get dressed, and left.
He raped her once before.
Yeah.
And
But in the middle of this one, he takes a phone call from the wife.
Sitting on a swing with her. What?
The wife had no idea what she was doing to this poor
Gather
woman.
not.
Yeah, but why is he fucking sitting on the swing like they're a Mutual of Omaha commercial?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Rapist and victim? Some weird little story.
The laxatives in the donuts. Have you heard this story?
Yes.
This is great. Some Long Island they're 8th graders. I heard it was like 5th graders. 8th graders apparently got an early start on April Fool's Day pranks on Friday when they handed out donuts laced with laxatives to classmates, school officials said. We got to do this at one of our appearances.
This shit would always happen in school. Who the fuck would eat something that kids brought in on April Fool's Day?
I don't know.
What are you, insane?
There were no apparent injuries. How do you get injured? You shit a lot, but do you actually get injured?
Yes, because you're running to the toilet, you trip.
And crack your skull on the porcelain?
Wow.
By the 6th ass wiping, though.
Yeah, I don't like this live
that's
audience.
Gotta hurt.
Dude,
I don't mind it. I've just got nothing but base hits. It's my own fault. I'm not feeling confident in any of these duds.
You realize, like, what?
I haven't felt confident with any of these. You know what I'm firing little singles, and the only reason I'm getting them is because the first baseman's not on the line. If he was, I would have been fucking unceremoniously tagged out on every one of them. I'm sneaking them by because Ant's distracted. Ope's got a body just built for photography.
Oh my God, that's a little uncomfortable.
Well, so what? You do? Again, big deal. Let's get out in the open already. You want to be photographed naked? I'm all for it. That's not even to be a homosexual. You should be taking your picture naked. You've worked for it.
They were artistic photos.
I know, I'm sure they were.
For a photography class.
I bet your leg was up on the bench on one and your bag was showing on the bottom. Probably very sexy. Looked like a flask of vodka.
Vodka. All right, what do we got here? So, no apparent injuries, although ambulances were dispatched to the middle school as a precaution. Approximately 18 students shit their brains out.
The story says?
Oh, yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Although the students are feeling well, the school is taking precautionary measures. And police were investigating, and parents were been formed. What? Is this a real story? Police were investigating, and parents were been informed about the situation.
Police were investigating, and parents were been informed. Yeah, interesting.
Wouldn't it be were being informed?
Yeah. Parents had the option.
Classes proceeded as usual, but parents were given the option to pick up their children. The district said it would take appropriate disciplinary actions.
That would always happen in school, though. Somebody would... I think everyone's got a story about somebody slipping something into the shop teacher's coffee. That's what happened where we were.
Really?
Someone put mescaline into the shop teacher, Mr. Shanley. Put it into his coffee.
Was he an old dude?
He wasn't a kid, that's for sure. and they took him out in an ambulance.
Oh, wow.
Because he didn't know what was going on. He thought he was having a stroke or something.
Holy shit.
You know, the guy all of a sudden, if you were just walking around and you started feeling the effects of mescaline, you would think something was fucked up with your brain, that's for sure.
Blood clot or something.
Yeah,
right?
Did David catch who did it?
yeah.
How'd they catch him?
They always do. Somebody rats. There's always a rat in school.
What happened
You
to
can
him?
never do something. I don't remember what happened to him, but he was one of those troublemaker kids that you could give an M80 to, and he would be the guy that flushed it down the toilet, shit like that. Like, you give him anything, and he'd go, okay, I'll do it.
Dude.
Take this sledgehammer and just bang it against this wall. Okay.
I don't want to blow up the guy's spot, but I actually I should give him a plug if someone remembers. I saw Bob Saget on Friday. He was taping his HBO special, and he had an LA comic, and I usually LA comics, but he had a bit about like the kid that always took it too far growing up.
Yeah. They'd have no boundaries.
I thought it was brilliant because, growing up as kids, you all do crazy shit. We used to throw rocks at the neighbor, Craig Bench. We used to throw rocks at his neighbor, but I would always just kind of...
Rocks at him?
It was an old lady that would, like, rake her leaves and stuff, and he's like, come on, let's go throw rocks at the old lady. I'm like, all right.
Oh, fuck.
But, so I'm involved, but I'm like... But I'm not brave. I was brought up right, so I'm kind of like lobbing them and making sure they fall short, and he's just trying to peg her. I'm like
winging him.
And that's when I knew this
line drives.
This kid could be a problem. So when this guy did this bit on Friday, I'm like, oh, is that the truth? There's always that one kid we grew up with that took every prank too far.
Nothing was better than a good dirt bomb fight with a neighbor like behind you.
Right.
You had a fence and you'd
same
lob
thing.
him over. And that was always cool. But like you said, you'd always get go too far guy, and he would have rocks.
He would go with rocks because he can't find any more dirt bombs.
Find any more dirt bombs. Dirt bombs are great. They'd be... They blow up and make smoke.
If you were the guy throwing the rocks, once again, you'd like bounce them in front or throw it far over their head. But sure, yeah, there was always the guy that said, fuck that, man.
We had a 6-foot stockade fence in our yard when we lived in Northport many years ago. And we had a good dirt bomb fight with the neighbor going on. And you'd lob them over the fence. You couldn't see each other. It was like, USA and Soviet Union launching missiles. Couldn't see each other. But you just lob enough and with enough of a spread put on them. And sometimes you'd hear like, hey, ow, or, oh, you got me. And dirt bombs would come over the other end. And then one of my friends just grabs a rock and heaves it over the fence. And you just feel like... and this blood-curdling scream, and everyone runs inside.
When I was growing up, they were putting in all the developments in Centerport, and so it was fun as kids to when they weren't there to run through the developments and run through the houses that are being built. And for me, that was risky enough. Same thing, another kid. That wasn't good enough for him.
Take it too far, guy.
He's like destroying the toilets with his boot and breaking windows. I'm like, what are you doing, man?
What are you gonna do this for?
Right. It's scary enough that we're like trespassing and just checking out the houses as they're being built, But it's always take it too far, guy.
Fire guy is like we'd have a nice little campfire going in the woods, hanging out, and someone always had to throw a can of spray paint in there. You'd have the spray paint and the lighter and make a little flamethrower thing with it, which is dangerous enough. But then he'd have to take the can and throw it into the fire. So now you're like, run for your life. This thing's going to go off like a bomb, shrapnel all over the place. And he's laughing.
I hate to admit I was that guy. I took it too far with the fires.
What? Oh, yeah.
We would start little ones, and I was like, let's see what happens if you just, start that pile of leaves on fire over there.
We talked about that before. I tried stomping out a fire. My brother held my foot, and it took over a whole hill. Burnt the whole hill down. That's when I blamed it on the Negros. It burnt down the whole hill, Beauty's Hill, and ran to the house across the street. And asked them for a hose.
Yeah.
And they see this blazing inferno outside, so the fire trucks show up. And I was a little kid. I was in kindergarten. And a fireman picked me up. And he goes, did you see who did this? And I said, it was 2 Negros.
God, you learned well from your parents.
I don't know why I said that. I was in kindergarten. How would I...
Anthony, do you know, and honest to God, I got an email from a guy named Jerry, who I grew up with. And I have no memory of this. And he said to me, do you remember the time we got in trouble because we started that fire, and when we got in trouble, we blamed it on black kids?
What is that?
I have no idea.
I don't know what... I'm really trying to get a grasp on, was it my parents? Or was it like the little things I saw on the news? Because they were always back then showing like riots and stuff.
Nah, it was your parents.
Was it?
They couldn't get you a good seat at the circus, but they taught you racism.
They taught me racism by kindergarten, though.
You got the front seat in racism class. Maybe you're in the back row of the garden for the circus, but
that's probably how his father explained it to him. Instead of saying I'm drinking too much, Anthony went, "How come we can't sit up front?" His father went, "Niggers."
just blamed it on.
I really don't. How could you, by the age of what's kindergarten? 6?
14 in some neighborhoods.
6 years, 5.
That was funny.
That's racist.
It was funny. I got a little something for that.
I agree.
By for like 5 years old, how could you get a kid to like put that together? That black people, you can blame them for crimes, and white people will believe you. That's too like abstract a thought for a 5-year-old, even if the parents are pounding it into your head. I don't get it. Where does it come from?
Maybe you want to, maybe instinctively, when blaming someone, you pick someone that couldn't possibly be mistaken for you. Maybe that's the first instinct, and black people just look so differently. Maybe it's not a thing about blacks, or maybe it's honestly who did it. The black kid, because it's completely the opposite. It exonerates you completely.
Maybe that's a good way to get me out of a jam.
But I mean, it's possible, right? Like,
that sure sounds like I was racist from the time I was 5. Jeez, that's awful.
Where we grew up, I didn't see a black person till junior high, except for the one we took in for a while, like a summer program. But
you did?
Right. Yeah, we were part of that Fresh Air Fund or whatever.
The Fresh Air Fund?
Also, we were at Robert Moses Beach with some black thing.
A little black kid was with you?
And, like, I guess technically she was my sister for the summer. It was very bizarre to me.
Get a little jungle fever?
Huh?
A little jungle fever for you?
But then to actually interact, like, on a regular basis, that didn't happen until junior high school, and all of a sudden black people were walking around my school, and it was like seeing a panda bear. I didn't really understand.
Oh, you didn't understand it?
No, I didn't really have a knowledge of black people whatsoever, I realized.
Yeah. Well, do you ever think I'm moving back to Utopia, Long Island, or?
Utopia.
I'm just kidding, black people. I love you. I was teasing you.
I really can't get a grasp on it, though. I'm really trying to put myself in that moment and think why I said that, because it's weird. It's a vivid memory for me. Like, I remember the fireman was holding me, and he put his hand down my pants. No, he was holding me, put his little fire helmet on me, then he took his hat off.
The fireman let me kiss his helmet. She ixnay on the tattling.
The helmet.
But I'm trying to remember it, like why I said that, and I think it's not as innocent as you put it. Okay. There was something there that made me say that made me think they'll believe this more if I say it was somebody who was black.
You overheard something. That's all it is, dude. You overheard something from your family?
From my family? Yeah, probably.
It wasn't the media.
I didn't call them moulignons like my family, so what happened there? How come I couldn't say that at 5?
It couldn't be the TV. It couldn't be TV. We only had 3 or 4 channels when we were growing up, and it was much wider than it is now.
I swear to you, I think the news had something to do with it, because I remember watching like riots and burning, like black people rioting, looting, and burning on the news, and I think that's why I said it. But it's I don't know why I said it last week.
Last week? How about this morning? All right, let's say hi to Jeremy. Jeremy, what's up?
Yeah, love you, love the show.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I just wanted, y'all talking about practical jokes. There was a couple of years ago when I was in high school, I'd heard a couple of kids had poured a bunch of Viagra into this English teacher's coffee, and they had like an allergic reaction to it and almost died, so... Pretty much it.
How did he almost die?
Pretty much it.
How much Viagra did you give the guy?
I wasn't sure exactly how much it was. I think it was quite a bit, but he just was allergic to Viagra or something in the Viagra.
Enough to kill an elephant? That's usually the,
an erection site.
How we measure that.
He's listening
with
to
drugs.
himself.
Oh, forget it.
I know. It's just
they love listening to themselves.
Much enjoy those.
Do we care about Bellows' bike?
Stupid Bellows.
Do we care?
Oh, it's just idiot news today we're playing.
Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus.
Ringling Brothers. Barnum and Bailey.
Try to say that fast. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and
dopey
Bailey.
Clown with the
hair.
pin hair. He's got like almost a mohawk, but
He lost his
what it is, spiky hair.
He lost his itty-bitty bike.
Opie, the world's smallest bicycle, which he rides around on in the under the big top.
Does he?
God, do I hate circuses.
They're awful.
You couldn't drag me to this primitive form of entertainment. Ugh.
It should have all just disasters of nature, like real freaks, while people just laugh and you get like things to throw at them, like rotten fruit.
Rotten cabbage. You just haul it at somebody with 3 ears. Wouldn't that be great? As he goes, no! That's a circus. But they changed it into watching some stupid clown ride his little bicycle that he put in a suitcase. And apparently, I don't know how, but he lost it.
Yeah.
And we have a new hero. Remember the subway Superman? Who the guy that jumped on top of another guy that was having a seizure and saved him?
Yeah.
From the subway train?
Well, we have a new guy.
A new guy.
He's a homeless guy.
Of course he is.
A homeless guy found the bike. The itty-bitty bike.
The little bike that he rides around on.
Do you know when I go to the circus and I see the elephants traipsing around happy and regal, you know what I think? I'm going to go home and play the piano.
Right, tickle those ivories. I would love to see him just go berserk and run over the first row of children. Oh, would that be great. Catastrophe at the circus today. Hate the circus. They stink. I remember being at the circus when I was a kid. Little kid. And you know how those places like Madison Square Garden and stuff just as a kid were giant? Like you could, when you walked in, it was the biggest place you'd ever seen in your life. And we had the crappiest seats. My father got us crap seats.
Because he was too busy drinking. He drank away your ticket.
Come
money.
on, Dad. One less bottle of Jack, one row forward.
Maybe we can move up a few sections.
Move up a few seats.
If you didn't drink away all the money that you should have spent on our tickets, our childhood.
I was sitting up in the nosebleeds, and we're watching the stupid circus, and all I could see were the elephants.
You sat with the poor people.
Yeah. Everything else was too small, so I saw the elephants, and I wanted this light that was on a chain, and you spun it around, and it made like a circle of light. So I wanted that, and of course I'm like, yeah, because I was a big crybaby. I want it. So he finally bought it for me, and I'm spinning it around, and after like 3 revolutions, it hit the metal rail in front of me and shattered into 800 pieces.
And you cried.
The circus stinks. Yeah, and I started crying again. I want another one. No. I want another one. I gotta go to the bathroom. My stomach.
You wanted another one. You couldn't have it, but I'm sure your dad had another one.
Beer. Why not?
Another beer for Pop.
Should have given me one. I might have shut up.
Anyway, do we care about Bello's bike then? I guess a homeless guy found it, and they gave him a whole $1,000.
You give him $1,000 to a homeless guy? What's he going to do with that?
Yeah, but they got away easy because they knew he was homeless. Let's be honest here.
They also gave him a mountain bike. They gave a homeless guy a mountain bike. A 10-speed mountain bike.
Just something to be beaten for. I'm
exactly.
Sure I'll have that in 3 weeks.
See, that's what people don't understand. They make fun of us because we do the homeless shopping spree, but we have educated ourselves by doing that year after year.
Yep.
And you can't give the homeless people stuff they can't hide.
No, they need stuff they can hide.
We learned that the hard way.
And stuff they can wear under layers of crappy clothes.
Right. As soon as you give a guy a brand new mountain bike and he's living on the streets here in New York, that mountain bike is gone by tomorrow.
Yep. You buy them nice sweaters and stuff like that, you got to let them keep their crappy overcoat to wear over those sweaters so they don't get rolled for their sweaters.
Right.
See, it's easy.
All right, so we don't need to play the audio. There's your update.
I guess not. Well, the homeless guy finding it, he's going, I saw it. I didn't know what it was.
All right, now
you might want to. Yeah, you might want to hear.
See, now you brought it. See what we just did. Now people need to hear the audio.
I just want to hear the homeless guy.
A clown is smiling today thanks to a good Samaritan. Bello Knock has his famous bike back. The star of the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus.
Thank God we made the clown happy again. Screw the homeless guy.
Doesn't the clown
we just suck. Look, I don't care about homeless people in general, but we do suck.
Yeah.
Thank God the clown is smiling again.
The clown is smiling.
Thanks to this homeless guy that will be on the streets after this story is over.
Doesn't the clown just put smiley makeup on and he's smiling?
Right.
Does it matter really if he's smiling or not? I say no.
Look how we just ignore the homeless guy. It's just a dread.
Thank God the clown is smiling again.
Barnum and Bailey Circus accidentally left his 12-inch bike outside Grand Central Terminal Friday.
It's probably the thing that I'm most famous for because I have used it everywhere and anywhere I've gone.
Meanwhile, Ricky Robinson saw the bike lying on the street.
What was this?
A curious contraption.
I didn't know what it was. Everything was working, but I didn't know how anybody ride it.
You know, that's not the... I guarantee they got some great quotes from this guy.
Yeah.
We can't play it on the news. Like, I thought it was a cell phone.
I thought it was a crack pipe. I was sucking on a handlebar and trying to light the pedal.
Right. You know that was, you know...
I didn't know what it was.
I thought if you poured water on it, it would turn into a big bike.
A big bike? I didn't understand.
After seeing the story about Bello's missing bike, Mr. Robinson brought it to the garden. In return for his kindness, he gets a $1,000 reward, a new bicycle, and tickets to a Knicks game. But Bello and Robinson agree the circus audience will also get a big reward.
You are going to help me make a lot of kids very, very happy.
That's good. That's good. Well, I like kids to be happy.
I like kids to be happy.
That's good, but why don't you make me happy?
Why can't I go to the circus?
Who are you?
Who are you, and what is this thing? This ain't no bicycle.
All right, we're in a speed round because Jimmy's panicking. We got Black Sabbath.
got a break.
I just got to play this really fast thing everyone's talking about today. The newscaster in Salt Lake City, he gets caught sleeping during the weather forecast. It's a quickie, and then we'll take a break and we'll get Black Sabbath in here with Ronnie James Dio.
Yes.
But this happened in Salt Lake City. Yeah.
But there's something out there.
Wait, I know what happened. Let's try that again.
Doesn't look like much, but there's something out there. Oh, hello, Mike.
Got him sleeping.
You know what? That was a great weather forecast, wasn't it? John kind of has that effect.
That was really good.
I had that effect on. Who's directing? Oh, Doc, you will pay. You will pay. You're supposed to tell us in our ears when it's time to wake up.
That was cute.
Usually I hear the 5-day forecast and then I snap out of it. Too bad it's a 7-day.
But he was in deep REM during the 7-day forecast.
That's a power nap.
I feel great now.
Okay.
I feel awesome.
Mike's ready to tumble.
Let's do this.
You are not napping.
He was napping.
That is excellent.
You know what? We all do it.
Yes, we do.
I don't. I
But not
listen
in
intently
public
to the
view.
news in my ear. That is good stuff.
All right, obviously this makes for a much better video than an audio bit. What's the deal? The weather guy falling asleep.
Oh yeah, they cut away and they were doing whatever topic they were on, and then they come back to the news desk. It's like a wide shot, so you see all four of the guys, and the guy on the end is just out, kind of, with his back like into the chair, and they kind of have to wake him up.
You hear him kind of go, huh?
Yeah, and they're trying to he's trying to play it off like it's fun, and I was just goofing around, but I mean he was just busted. He was just busted.
It's on YouTube?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
We got lots to do today. We got a 700-pound woman that had to be taken out of her home in Jersey. Trying to get some audio of that.
She's a fan of this show.
Another fatty. A man busted for... wow. Can we even do this story on the air? This is a crazy one.
What'd he do?
We'll play ad-libs, I guess, here. 2 creepy motorists put on a disgusting roadshow for cops in broad daylight after they were pulled over in Brownsville, authorities said yesterday. Sources said the strange Brooklyn incident occurred Saturday as Tommy was driving a 2007 Toyota Camry while his passenger, Ivan, was blanking him.
Wow.
While he was blanking him.
While he was blanking him.
Huh.
Yes?
All right, 2 creepy motorists put on a disgusting roadshow for cops in broad daylight. Mm-hmm. Tommy was driving while his passenger, Ivan, was blanking him.
Fanny?
I say quizzing him.
Quizzing. Everyone's writing down their answers. Charles Nelson Riley. Oh, he's got it right.
He's like, this is an easy one.
This is easy. Wow. I'm going to put the marker in my mouth. Charles Nelson Riley. Look, I'm wearing an ascot. Wow. Guy came to a game show wearing an ascot.
Are we going to do the whole show for 35 to 64-year-olds today?
Anyone think that guy was straight? Even as a kid, I'm like 7 years old going, God, what a fag.
Back in the day, though, they didn't talk about the homosexual.
No, everyone, like, loved everybody and didn't really think about that. Like,
Paul Lynde.
Paul Lynde. You saw him as a center square, and you're just like, oh, it's Paul Lynde. Everyone loves him. He's a little quirky.
Just a little quirky.
But you weren't thinking he was doing, like, poppers and, you know, taking it.
Because they just didn't talk about the homosexual.
Power bottom.
Nowadays, it's all about the homosexual.
The homosexual.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, nothing, Riley. Oh.
See, I didn't know about any of that stuff growing up.
No.
I just thought he was whatever.
Flamboyant.
Yeah,
like Liberace.
Yeah, like
See,
Liberace.
like your grandma would be watching Liberace. Come here, watch Liberace with your grandma. And you sit down and watch and go, this guy's not like guys I see. It's not like Dad or his friends.
Yeah.
Or like when we have father-son breakfast day at school. None of the dads are like Liberace. But he's a man, Grandma? Oh, yes, he's wonderful. Listen to him play the piano.
Yeah. And Grandma knew.
Grandma knew.
Grandma knew he
Don't
was
ask
fruit.
questions. Don't ask questions and don't end up like him. But he's wonderful.
All right, so there you go. Tommy was driving while his passenger Ivan was blanking him. That's when a police car heading to a call tried to pass the vehicle at Rockaway and Dumont Avenues with its emergency lights flashing. Tommy allegedly failed to yield, so officers stopped his vehicle. As the officers approached, they saw the pair still involved in their dirty deed, sources said.
What'd they think? The cops are going to go, hot, you can go. It's like it's two girls. Like if two girls are doing this,
right,
it would be fine. The cops probably would join in, let them go. Everyone's having a good time.
It could be a callback to yesterday's bit, same type of thing, although it's not the dyke gym teacher, but it's the tough cop.
The tough cop.
Walking up to the window.
Yeah.
License and...
Knocks on it with his flashlight. License and Reggie, please. What the hell is going on in there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he can't
That's hot.
He can't even get the statement out. License.
Steamy.
I'm gonna go back to my.
You got a license for that?
Do you have a license to carry?
Yeah.
Whoa, hey, there's something you don't see every day on Pal Talk.
What am I missing?
Cafe Latte just flashed for Whip 'em Out Wednesday.
Is that it? I don't have the names down.
Poison Shatara.
Yeah, is she a good one?
Oh, yeah, she's a good one. Whip 'em Out Wednesday is alive and well on Pal Talk. Anyway, so... one cop ordered Tommy to zip it up, but he wouldn't.
He wouldn't? He refused?
Not only did he refuse, they refused to stop.
Oh.
Both were charged with public lewdness, and Tommy was additionally charged with improper operation of a vehicle.
Tommy.
Of course he couldn't operate properly.
Can't drive right. You're hitting the brake and the gas at the same time. Your legs are twisting.
And then they were released on their own
recognizance.
Their own recognizance.
You can go now.
On your own.
Finish your business.
If you're doing that, why don't you just get out of the way when a cop is driving through?
Yeah.
They want it to get caught.
Pick your head up, dummy.
Well, the best part, they refused to stop.
Well,
you do get to the point of no return, though. It's like,
yeah, don't you stop.
At this point, Mom could work in. There's nothing I could do, man. I mean, this is it.
What I can do, finish faster.
That's what I mean, though.
Yeah, Mom.
The point of no return happens. In other news...
this monster in Trenton.
Oh, you got the story, Jimmy?
I do, yeah. It says, rescue crews freed a I love these words, morbidly obese woman.
Morbidly.
From her Mercer County home. They were called in because she fell in the upstairs bathroom. They said she weighed about 700 pounds. And They said she was in good spirits. She had a pleasant personality. Cracking
Of course
jokes
she
about
did.
the situation.
I'm just a big gal.
Big fatso trapped between the radiator and toilet.
That's how they found her?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That's good. Hope the radiator left a brand on the cow.
They had to dismantle the toilet and radiator and rip out part of the bathroom wall and window in order to get like a large enough hole.
You know that toilet's probably seen some action like Normandy.
I bet
the beaches of Normandy.
I bet the toilet was thanking the rescuers.
The lid actually opened and went, I appreciate it.
They took the toilet out on a stretcher and put it in the ambulance.
Damn thing's all cracked.
The woman was taken to the hospital in a specially equipped ambulance, the only one in the state able to move. It says a patient of that size. So they
flatbed.
Yeah, that's what they should have thrown her on. Nice flatbed. Or I should have grabbed her by the ankles like cattle and just dragged her to the hospital.
Hey,
Roper.
Any sympathy for the
morbidly obese?
Yeah, any?
On the level of how awful it must be to live that way, yeah, nobody wants to. But on the fact that you would, it's like alcoholics. I mean, or drug addicts. You are technically making your own misery. Food's a harder one to quit. Food. It is disgusting.
I have no sympathy.
None.
I love watching the videos on break.com. You put in, I don't know, fat or something like that.
Fatty.
And you get to see these monsters, and it's comedy.
Monster.
It's comedy for the whole family.
Oh, that's awful.
It really is, though. I mean, and then you want to, like, strangle the family members and go,
yes.
When did you realize that this was a problem? Did you ever realize this is a problem? They continue bringing the food. The person can't even move anymore. So there you go. You can take care of the situation.
Yep.
Someone's enabling.
And I know doctors are going to say blah, blah. I'm saying, look, you could start giving them a little less food every day, just a little, and then eventually they're eating a lot less.
Or healthy food. Instead of having a salad instead of ho-hos. Tell yourself, no, that's where I have no empathy at all.
Because then they go, no, I don't want,
just give me that.
Yeah, just one, just let me.
Okay, when the fire department's breaking a hole in your home, keep up the gregarious chit-chat.
Yeah, because when I see these videos online, like, it's so tough, I want to stop, but I can't, and then they show them frying up, like, everything. Everything. Like, fried salad. I mean, everything is fried. It's like, you make your own choices. Like, yesterday, I wanted an ice cream, shake so bad. I was craving one of those. You know what I did? I went and got a boring freaking juice thing.
Juice.
Like vegetable juice thing.
Juicy.
With a body like yours, you can afford to eat once in a while.
All right.
Well, I'm just saying, you're in amazing shape.
All right. Wait for the pictures. Then we'll discuss.
What's wrong with someone commenting on the incredible physique of his friend?
Let's say hi to Gino. Is that the end of the story, Jimmy?
Yeah. She's alive.
Is she okay?
Well, as in corral, yes.
See, here's one.
She is okay. She's Oklahoma.
Here's one. John Keitz, Keitz, or the 750-pound man. Right there on one of our websites that we're not allowed to mention right now. Yeah, that one didn't make it?
I think that's that show that at the end they say he's dead.
Oh, well. Gino, what's going on?
Hey, boys, great show.
Hey, thanks, Gino.
Hey, listen, I used to move these fat bastards around.
Well, I mean, you get to move one a decade? I mean, it's not like you're moving one of these people around every day.
Oh, let me tell you, in Newark, where I used to work, we had like 7 or 8 frequent flyers who were all that friggin' size.
No kidding.
You worked in a hospital?
Oh yeah. Say what?
Hospital?
I think you, what are you, like EMT or something like that?
Yeah, I was on the ambulance back then.
Okay. And
go
ahead.
No, I'm sorry, go.
No. Honestly, I had nothing.
How bad does it smell, dude?
Oh, dude.
That's kind of what I was going to ask.
Like Jimmy said, these people make their own misery. We moved one once. We flipped her bed over to get her out. She had, no kidding, a case of chocolate bars under her bed.
There you go. That's what you get.
Yeah.
How about a case of something that's not disgusting like that for you? That's where it's like, you got to stop.
Yeah. I mean, where does the food come from? It ain't like they're running down White Castle on their own.
If they had that kind of thought process where, I'm going to eat better than this, they would never have gotten to that point.
Well, you can always change it. I mean, look, what you have to do is this. You're eating like that. Whoever molested you.
Right.
Write a letter to them and then burn it. Burn it. Give it up.
Get it out of your system.
Yeah.
So the smell was really bad?
Oh, the smell, it's indescribable.
Yeah.
There are places on these people's bodies that no one has reached in years.
Yeah.
Big, hidden, dark, dank folds that grow mold.
Yeah.
Oh.
Skin tags.
When I tell you to get these people off the floor, to get them off the floor, you're going to injure 3 people. I mean, we use equipment that they use to lift trains to move.
No, the reference was SeaWorld, sir. We were all waiting for it, and you just
like Shamu when they got to put him in a different tank.
And you were there. You were like, and everyone was yelling at their radios.
It's like what?
They use at SeaWorld.
Trains. They don't really lift trains and move them around much. They just stay on the tracks. And
the bit is like Shamu and Killer Whales and SeaWorld. That was your reference, sir.
The best thing to do is when you see someone that fast, go, you look pretty good, actually. Like, did you lose anything? This way they'll think, like, oh, the eating's not getting me, and they'll just keep doing it.
I can eat more.
Well, here, let me put a tag on it. We used to call these jobs Operation Dumbo Drop. Does that help?
There you go, Dumbo Drop.
Good. Make a reference to an awful 10-year-old movie.
All right, Gino, thank you.
Punch it out.
All right.
Somebody get that, by the way, that thing you think you're not racist on CNN tonight at 8 o'clock. Please tape that.
Oh, yeah?
I have to hear that politically correct drivel.
All right, Steve in Jersey. Steve.
Hey, boys. Love you.
Steve.
Love the show.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Hey, I was on that job yesterday in South Jersey with that lady. She was enormous.
700 pounds. How big is 700 pounds?
Let me tell you
700.
something. Let me tell you something.
Wait a minute, dude, you were on that job. What was the name of the street she was on, and what city?
Hamilton.
What city?
Hamilton Township.
What, do you know what street?
I don't know. I wasn't driving it. They woke me up when I got there. I was tired. I did a double.
Oh, are you lying to get on our show, sir?
I think you might be fibbing.
No.
What color was she?
Why would I waste my time?
All right, what color was she?
Why'd I waste my time? That's the best answer I've ever heard.
Hey, we give you...
you're faking just to get on the... Why would I waste my time?
All right, go ahead. Maybe you're right.
All right, so what do you got there, Steve?
Stop. Just telling you, she was enormous. You see these people in restaurants and stuff? Her ankles were as big as my thighs.
Yeah, the ankles always. You ever see like morbidly obese people walking around before they get to this point? Their ankles look like they're under such strain, like they're They look like Shar-Pei, like all folded, and
look like she screwed her shoes on.
Right? Very funny.
That's exactly what it is.
Screwed her shoes on.
I never heard of that one before.
That's a good one.
I might have to steal that one, Steve. That's too good.
Let me tell you, I've been on a lot of jobs where people fall out in the head and they get between the bathroom and the toilet.
Yeah.
When they took that toilet out, it was thankful.
All right. Thank you, Steve.
Boys, thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Yeah, you should have left after that line, man. That was one of those lines where you just drop the microphone and leave. You just leave on a laugh like we won more and you're gone. That's all you're going to give us.
But instead he's like, the toilet,
I know.
a letter of gratitude to the prosecutor.
Right.
What? Get all to yourself. Go.
Know when to leave the program.
Yeah.
Drop your phone and leave.
Well, it was a long flight to Hawaii, and it was made even longer for some Delta passengers. A rowdy passenger forced the flight from Cincinnati to land in San Francisco. She apparently got very upset after she was caught smoking in the bathroom. The pilot had to leave the cockpit to try to calm her down.
The pilot was talking to her, and she was screaming, and she said, I require Vicodin for seizures that I have, and I have to have it so that I don't have the seizures, and it was prescribed medicine.
She didn't really weigh in on the smoking part of it, though. Well, the passenger was removed from the plane in San Francisco and taken to a hospital.
Oh. She should have had her face slapped so hard that a couple of teeth fell out. Oh. I've jonesed like that for a cigarette on a plane. And it is I do empathize with smokers. There's a panic you go through when you're jonesing for a cigarette. Anthony, you know, I mean, you've smoked.
Oh, back in the olden days.
God,
yes.
it's awful. That's what it was. She was jonesing for a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys?
A small detail there is that she punched the pilot. For some reason, that's...
Oh, that didn't make the story?
Audio, yeah.
Well, when you punch the pilot, then there's a problem.
She got upset that she wasn't allowed to smoke, so she punched the pilot.
No, what I don't understand...
Never punch the pilot.
Why, when something like this happens on a plane, why do they have to land immediately or turn the plane around? Why can't they, figure out a way to just, freaking
restrain you.
Get us to our airport,
Yeah,
please.
why do we all have to suffer?
Because of lawsuits.
And also-
If something happens along the way and the pilot decided not to land, everyone sues.
And also, you know what? You have an 8-hour flight from the West Coast, I'm thinking. Yeah, just get her off the plane. Waste the hour and a half. Get her off the plane, then have a pleasant flight.
Oh, look at Jimmy.
I would go crazy.
Oh, thank you. At least
But-
admit that.
Oh, no, no, I'm
Because
saying-
we've all flown with you. You would lose your
But
mind.
it's
They're
screaming-
turning around for what?
But no, they were on their way. They just made a land. They didn't turn around. Cincinnati to San Francisco.
Get down to about 8,000 feet, open the door, one boot, one problem solved.
One kick to the...
Back to cruising altitude, you're on your way, you barely notice.
No, dude, I would be furious. But I'm saying is, if the option is that or have your whole flight with this screaming whore on it, you have to get her off the plane. And then you should knock her teeth out.
Well, then you gag her.
All right.
Was she in first class?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably
Then
not behaving that way.
Then I wouldn't care.
Giant blob found deep beneath Nevada.
Yeah, that's a nuclear country.
I think Ant's on to this. Yep. Hidden beneath the U.S. West's Great Basin, scientists have spied a giant blob of rocky material dripping like honey.
Ew.
How giant is this thing, Ant?
I don't know. I never heard about it.
All right. The Great Basin consists of a small mountain range separated by valleys and includes most of Nevada, the western half of Utah, and portions of other nearby states. So you got a big mountain range. And underneath this mountain range is this giant blob of rocky material dripping like honey.
Ew.
While studying the area, John West and his colleagues found evidence of a large... Oh, boy.
Where are you, Ope?
Cylindrical...
Rizogany?
Cylindrical blob of cold material far below the surface of central Nevada. Why don't you take it from there, Jimmy?
Fucking aliens, man.
Comparison of the results with CAT scans of the inside of Earth, taken by Asus Jeff Ruth, suggested that
I don't understand this.
They had found a so-called lithospheric drip. Earth's lithosphere comprises the crust or outer layer of Earth and the uppermost mantle. So that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, now it makes perfect sense.
No. Here's how it works.
Yeah.
The Earth's mantle, which lies below the thin outer crust on which we live, it consists of rock and deforms plastically on a very long time scales. All right, I lost myself. The Earth's mantle, which lies below the thin outer crust we live on, consists of rock, which deforms plastically on the very long time scales due to the heat and pressure at depth. Still don't get it. In any material which can flow, including the mantle, a heavy object will tend to sink through lighter material. There's nothing better than burping in mid-talk.
You sounded like the devil. The devil came out from Devil's Creek.
Oh, here's what it is.
What is this?
It's honey dripping off a spoon is a visual aid to what the drip looks like. And they say that they found very, very large bees in the area.
No, they didn't.
I don't see bees in this story.
I just made that up to be
The
comedic.
mantle.
You know what? If you want knowledge, go figure it out yourself.
It's pretty much like melted rock.
It's a bunch of
but
earth
not
cum.
like lava. Yes.
The Earth is coming.
Yeah, the Earth is leaking clear stuff. It's been dripping through space, getting all over the moon's face.
Possible.
Hates it.
It's hot magma. I thought you meant it was some living thing like the Blob. I thought it was nuclear or alien because of like Area 51, where the alien was, Shut up, fucking horrid character he
That was
in that.
awful.
Ugh.
You'd all be dead if it weren't for my son.
Oh my God, that wasn't real, was it?
That is going to be so bad. I'm getting back under
You gotta check your underpants.
I'm getting back under the vent.
Oh.
What? Oh, God.
Damn it. That one's sour.
I know.
Oh, are you nervous?
I am.
Oh, good
I had
Lord.
egg whites and oatmeal and a Pop-Tart and 2 coffees.
Oh,
Did I tell you?
wow, that's so bad right now.
Can I tell you something?
I love this job.
I was thinking this about this recently. When someone farts and then explains what food they had, it's always funny no matter what combination of food you say. Because it just, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
You just throw 3 food things and it's funny every time.
It doesn't matter if it's watermelon, oranges, and peaches,
right?
Or egg whites, oatmeal, and a bird cadaver.
I don't know why that's funny, because you just picture that combination had to make the horrendous fart you're smelling. Oh, shit.
I don't know what it is, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Jimmy, you fart a lot.
Smells so. If you're in that fucking elevator when I leave,
of course I will be. I'm gonna hug you. My body just gets any gas out of it. My body hates gas. As soon as a gas bubble forms, my body goes, out! Get out now! Get out!
Pushes it out.
I've never met anyone that farts more than you.
Well, a lot of people hold it in. I just learned that's unhealthy. When I was a boy, they told me if I held it in, it would build up behind my eyes and I'd go blind.
It's really bad, though.
I know.
You don't want to go blind, because then you're going to have to use the bumpy bump machine.
Yes.
Oh, they do use the bumpy bump.
Hey, how about we all get a nice yawn out?
Why?
So I want to yawn.
You got a story?
Oh, that hurts my soul.
You know what? I didn't even mean it like that.
It's a good line.
I thought you had a story down there that was going to be boring and you were going to read it. I didn't mean, do you have a story?
It's still a great
but
line.
That is funny.
It's still a great line. What can I tell you?
It was so unwarranted.
Okay, that's...
If we could talk about your alcoholism, you could talk about my boringness.
And my farts.
Right.
How does the show
It's
stay
all
afloat?
fair game. Right, exactly.
There's just nothing happening here.
No one accidentally calls me a drunk, though.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do.
No,
Okay.
me too.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You said you dozed off. People go, really? Well, how cool were the fucking floor tiles? This is an instinct.
That's an impression on my face.
Oh,
God damn.
Hug and facing away from him. What does that mean, Mike?
Hug.
Oh, it means so I can fart and he'll smell it.
Oh, right. That's because when Jimmy said he's going to hug me in the elevator, like a suicide bomber, just come up and grab me and fart.
Do we like... we like 911 stories, right?
Yes!
We got a new 911 story. This should kill 5 minutes.
911, do you need fire, medical, or police?
Let me think.
just police.
Can I have 1 fire, 2 medical?
Wait, they asked that question now when you call 911?
It's an emergency. Send everything.
Yeah, just send everything. We'll figure it out when you get here.
We'll sort it all out
right.
here.
Don't make me think under this high pressure that I'm in.
The police should be here and send emergency personnel for medical attention.
Holy crap.
Police?
Yeah, just police.
And what's the problem?
We're here at McDonald's.
Which McDonald's?
The one on TV Highway.
Okay, and where on TV Highway?
It's on 198 in TV Highway.
So you're in Aloha then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the problem there?
Just the lady, we ordered some food and we went home that our order wasn't in there. And my little brother is crying for his orange juice and stuff, and we came back with the receipt and everything. Hey, can we have our order? We paid for it. And she was like, oh, no, I can't do anything about it. And she was laughing at my brother-in-law because he ordered the food and he couldn't speak English right. And she's not even showing up in the window now. She told us that she was going to call the cops, and nobody have showed up, and that's why I called. And she was being rude. And, you know, we wasted gas. My dad came and everybody.
He's trying to make it bigger than it
my
is.
dad wants a cop over here.
Now that he realizes he's got nothing.
Okay.
Okay, and okay, what kind of car are you in there?
We're on in the Chrysler 300.
What color?
Blue. We're in the parking lot. You just.
What color is your car?
It's blue, ma'am.
Okay, all right, we'll send them over there.
Thank you.
We'll send them all right.
What the fuck?
We'll send the cops over there. What color's your car? Yeah, when they ask you, could you step out of it and put your hands behind your back for wasting our time? Jesus.
Unbelievable.
How do people do
got
they
second.
just not know, or are they so self-important that they think that their little fucking problem warrants calling an emergency service that people use when they're dying? What the fuck is wrong with that?
Self-important. Man.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
They should be beaten. The cops should be allowed to roll up, and he would be like, yes, hello, I just called about, and just wham, wham, nightsticks over the head.
New bit.
Yes.
Killer fart equals boiled egg, beer, and sauerkraut.
That's a bad one. What'd you have last night? Yeah, boiled egg. I had deviled eggs.
No matter what food you use, it's funny every fucking time.
I'll tell you what would ruin me.
Ruin you. Okay.
Ruin you. Make me the happiest man alive.
Right.
If I had a milkshake and came in here,
nice viscous.
I would be clearing my throat even more than I normally do.
Yeah, but you got to add 2 more food products.
Okay, a milkshake, White Castle, and anything. Wouldn't matter.
When are we having that fart off?
I don't know.
That's a bit we let fall
Today,
by.
apparently. Jimmy's the champ.
I've been working on some combos.
Yeah?
Yeah. Grapes and any milk product.
Grapes?
Any milk product, and possibly you throw in a little White Castle or some kind of...
White Castle. I want to have some White Castle.
I had grapes, some White Castle, and a smoothie. With protein.
Second part of the 911 call. See? Take the wigs yawning. You yawn into these mics, man. You get everybody yawning out there. Go ahead. Do it.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Do that a couple times, too.
Yeah, that does work.
Get one of them where
it gets
really
stuck in your throat.
Get one of those going.
I got a yawn that's stuck here.
Yeah, get one of those going.
That's the worst. And then you just feel it lurking under your jaw.
Yeah, what is it? Why is it there?
It's nature's way of saying don't yawn yet. Yawn later.
Oh, God, I got it out. Do one where it's stuck under your jaw and force it out. Go ahead.
Oh, I just did. Wow, that was good.
Oh, my eyes are tearing.
Fucking came out of my nose, that yawn. Ah, good one.
Oh, thank you, Greg. Yes, Opie needs his Fiber One bars for the fart contest. Fiber anything. Raisin Bran. That's right. Raisin Bran, grapes, White Castle.
Yawning. Now we're really relating to the audience.
Gino S. Ready? Kill a fart equals cauliflower, pierogies, and a root beer float.
Pierogies. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah, no grapes allowed on the show. I forgot. Forgot the rule, Brian. Here's the second part of the 911 call.
Soy hablando la policía. 911, police, fire, medical. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, this is, I'm calling from the McDonald's. I just calling because I have a problem with some customers after they're sending.
Oh, by the way, Porky York says, holy shit, that yawning bit works. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We are getting people yawning out there that are wide awake.
I just... Yeah, I still feel one, like, lurking under my jaw. Tuna salad, V8, and a plum.
It's funny every time, I'm telling you.
It's the three things.
I don't even know why.
They're just horrible.
Jeff W's in. Assholes, you're making me yawn. Jimmy, give us a yawn.
Jimmy ruins every one of these things. It's so funny. It's just...
I will yawn if you want me to.
Everyone is pissed off by our yawning bit because they're yawning for real out there.
You want a real yawn?
Hold on. Let me go to Rick in St. Louis. Rick?
How about broccoli, beef jerky, and a strawberry milkshake?
Yeah, that's a good combo.
I don't know why.
That'll get you rumbling.
It's so dumb.
How I yawn.
I had a real good one just now.
It's an M, 6 L's, a UR, and double KA. Alaska.
Where's AL? Is that Alaska or Alabama? I don't know.
AK is Alaska. Alaska is AL.
Alabama, right?
Alabama.
Brian writes, even after a pot of coffee and a 5-hour energy drink, I'm yawning like hell.
God. Do you know science still doesn't know why yawns are contagious? I'm guessing it's...
Science!
In the pack, they would probably tell each other when it was time for sleep, so they would all yawn together and maybe sleep together.
Why do we have that instinct left, but like every other primitive instinct is gone?
We still have some left.
No, we don't. No, I don't think we do.
Do you know what Indians used as an alarm clock so they were up early?
Cow hooves?
For battle.
Anthrax?
Cowboy bullets.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it would be dangerous.
Casino bells?
It would be dangerous if they overslept, especially if they're out attacking another tribe.
I actually think I know.
What?
They would use the sniffles of the crying man next to the garbage. I don't know what. For alarms.
I just calling because I have a problem with some customers after they're sending after. And they doing what? The customers, they complain about their food and things like that. And they don't want to move, and they told me to call the police. And
all right, so the second part of this 911 call needs a little bit of a setup. That's now the McDonald's worker.
Yeah, apparently,
She's involved, and now she had to call 911 because they're like, they won't give up on this stupid juice box thing. Barbecue, chicken, peanut butter and jelly, apple juice.
Well, you wouldn't have a peanut butter and jelly with chicken, would you?
Oh, no.
That would probably
sushi and milk with a Starbucks chaser.
With a Starbucks double espresso.
Fucking Steve in California. You ever try to eat sushi and drink a big glass of fucking milk?
No.
What time does McDonald's start serving cheeseburgers?
How bad do you want a cheeseburger right now?
Well, I want to know.
Damn it, I want a cheeseburger.
It's hard not to eat bad, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, Jimmy.
Oh, shit. Everybody... That's what I do when I'm tired. I put my arms over my head and I go...
they don't want to move, and they told me to call the police. And yeah, I'm working here at McDonald's in Aloha. I'm one of the managers. Wait. The customers are complaining about their food? Yes! Yeah, because we're supposed to be given the food, their own food. And I make the order, and I told them that everything was correct after. And they got mad because they told me to give in more food. And I told them that I can give any free food away. And they started telling me about works and all that. And I told them, you know what, if you don't move from here, I'm going to call the police. And they told me, okay, go ahead and call the police, and because we're not going to move. And finally, they moved like 30 minutes ago out of the drive-thru. And now they are up there standing, walking right by drive-thru, knocking at the window and saying that I don't know what else they want up there. Okay. So did you give them the wrong food? No, we did it. They just complaining because I don't know if they want any free food or I don't know what's wrong with them, but I know I'm 100% sure that we given the correct food.
Yeah.
And you told them to leave and they won't? Yes. All right.
You know, there's somebody calling with an overturned school bus on fire.
If anything escalates. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Why did she even ask her any questions?
Remember before about the cab thing?
Yeah. I remember it. I don't remember it.
I didn't listen.
No, I'm yawning, thinking about yawning.
I didn't listen again.
She was just babbling.
She was?
Very monotone, and she would just go like this. But she was saying that, but she was talking about the people that would... Right.
Cabbage soup. No, we don't have cabbage soup.
Corned beef and cabbage is...
Yeah, but cabbage soup? Have you ever had cabbage soup in your life?
You got to be pretty Irish.
Spam sandwich and a vanilla milkshake. And then somebody wants to know what Ted's 3 items are that he would eat for a good fart.
I would have Grace papaya.
For my farts, honestly, the worst combination I've found has been half and half milk out of those little containers for coffee, 30 of those, a little bit of dog food, and a hot dog.
I like this Casey Anthony woman here.
Yeah, she doesn't allow fucking kids to interfere with her fun.
Baby killer.
Jesus.
She's in court today?
Yeah.
Oh, they cleaned her up, huh?
Something kind of cute about her.
Ooh, she's nipping out. Right there.
Yeah, look at that, right?
Boy, is she in trouble.
You think?
She's in Dutch.
You think she's in a bit of trouble?
Yeah. What are they zooming in on the lawyer for? Get back to her. She's a baby killer.
That's gotta suck, having the prosecutor up there, like, talk about you criminally. Even if you're guilty, it's gotta suck.
And you're right there. Just looking at him going,
this scum!
Yeah, this person.
You're like, I'm right here.
Yeah, I'm over here. What are you
Can
doing?
I go to the bathroom while you talk bad about
How
me?
enraging is it when
you can't talk back?
No, that's when you're innocent. Raped? No, I didn't.
Yes.
And killed? I didn't.
I will prove.
But you won't.
Beyond any doubt.
I doubt it.
That this man raped.
No, I didn't.
This woman.
I did not.
You can't say that. Wouldn't you just be saying it the whole time?
That's all I do. They have to gag me.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will hear a story of a most despicable human being.
No, you won't. I'm not despicable.
Whose life started as a small child.
Yes, it did.
Giving blowjobs in the woods.
Attaboy. And good ones, I might add.
And as you look on him now, don't look at his impish grin.
Please look at it.
Think of what she was thinking as he raped her.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, all right. You're right. My bad.
All right, I forgot. Yeah, I did.
She was yelling no. I thought there was a K in front of it and a W at the end. I didn't know what she meant.
No?
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to think of a really weak spelling joke, and boy, like it a home run. Should be fucking clubbed. What music is that from?
Perry Mason.
It is Perry.
Perry Mason.
The answer was water, by the way. They drink a lot of water.
Who?
It was the answer to the thing before.
I'm trying to remember.
The answer was drink water.
How do people make themselves...
The Indians drank water.
So then they'd piss, they'd wake up.
They would wake up because they had to take a fucking leak, and that was their alarm clock when they were in battle mode.
Oh,
How
that's
fucked
great.
up is that?
They're being fired, and arrows are being shot at them, and they're all tinkling behind the same tree.
With piss hard-ons.
Oh, yeah. Hey, eating peyote. Taking a fucking piss hard-on leak against a tree that somebody worships. Oh, bark 'em. Yeah, good point. Whatever that meant. Yeah, we know. The leaves, we get it. The clouds mean something, right.
And they named all our towns for us. What the fuck's that about? Why can't we rename their towns?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Patchogue.
My town is named after them. I live in ass-kicked New Jersey.
Conquered people, New York.
And gimme that, Long Island.
You know what the new Goodnight Kiss is, right, Vinny?
No, what is that?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, might as well.
We learned this yesterday. The new Goodnight Kiss is a blowjob.
Oh.
So if someone takes someone's daughter out, let's say,
Right.
first date,
Right.
when we were growing up, it's a goodnight kiss, right?
If you were lucky.
Well, now the new goodnight kiss is a blowjob.
Yeah, I don't want to know any of this.
They're blowing guys on the first date like we used to just get a kiss.
Yeah.
There you go.
The whole thing, like girls, I know, my daughter's 23 and 20. Like, I don't even want to know, but I know.
They're not having sex.
Nah, right, exactly.
Does
but
that
like
bother you?
even that teacher, like 7 times, like that just didn't happen. It's just no way it happened.
What?
Like that teacher had sex with that kid, the 14-year-old boy. She had sex with him 7 times.
All right, hold on. We got that story. We weren't even going to play it, but now that you referenced it, you're making us stay longer than we wanted. Thanks, Vinny.
Well,
There's something I want to hear, too.
Do you really?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a listen to this, and then we'll get Vinny's thoughts.
Police say the 27-year-old social studies teacher got a little too social with her 14-year-old student. West Babylon's Melissa Weber is accused of having sex with the teenage boy 7 times between mid-April and mid-May. On each occasion, investigators say the illegal intercourse took place inside a second-floor classroom of Jamaica's intermediate school number 8. The statutory rape accusation came to light yesterday when the boy's mother told police she found hundreds of call records and texts from Weber on her son's phone. Investigators say in one conversation, the accused teacher warned the boy, "Don't tell anyone. I could get arrested and I could lose my teaching license." One of the last texts from Weber allegedly reads, "Erase your phone."
She should be punished, man.
If convicted of statutory rape, Melissa Weber could face 7 years in prison.
And she will, because she's ugly.
Is she ugly?
Yes.
Is that her?
Vinny,
she looks like me in that picture.
Ooh, the listener,
That's like the broad we threw out of the club last night.
Ugly.
That's the kind of girl we threw out, only the girl had a slightly better haircut. That looks like Lisa Lampanelli after a few pounds dropped.
we learned this. It's going to bore the listeners, but just to get you up to speed, hot teachers don't do time. Ugly teachers do a lot of time.
Well, that one hot teacher did time out in wherever. Now she's DJing with the guy.
She was all
with
right.
the guy?
Mary Kay
Yeah. She was pretty, wasn't she?
She's still with the guy?
She was all right.
She's with the guy, and now he's a DJ, and they go out and do the show is called Hot for Teacher.
Yeah. He's up on current events.
Yeah, Hot for Teacher, and they
did
go
their
out.
first one the other night.
Yeah.
How
I'm
old
sure
is-
pack the house.
He DJs, and she does
Can you
appearances.
imagine if it was the reverse? It was some guy who was a pedo and Travis sent a link to some fucking audio of a murder-suicide 911 call. It's probably depressing, but do we have that? I would love to hear
Yeah, we
it.
have that too.
I think that was Steve.
Steve was very excited to bring this to the show. I thought it was very depressing.
I would be too if he was making the call. Kidding. Jesus. I don't, yes.
No one makes a murder joke funnier or faster than you.
Thank you.
Shotgun shell lunch. It just.
Vinny, but what were you saying? That we didn't have teachers like that growing up?
I don't think that happened. I think when we were growing up, I don't think women were having sex. And you know what, too? I'm not trying to be funny about it. That's not going to happen. But I don't know. If you were a 14-year-old boy, wouldn't you be telling your mother, "Don't make a big deal out of this. I don't want it. Who cares?"
Yeah, I would. Yes.
Right?
I'd push my mother down the steps like fucking Whitmark and kiss of death.
I can only talk for myself and the people I hung out with. None of us would have been affected if we were having sex with one of our, there was a French teacher, I remember, like, good God, if she made the moves on me, what,
Yeah.
that was going to affect me?
We had a hot French teacher, too.
She had the French perfume and the cleavage, and she played it up. She was blonde.
I don't understand it at all. I do get it when a guy teacher has sex with a girl. I understand why that's very, very wrong. But when a girl teacher has sex with a boy, it's beautiful.
Obviously, it's against the law, but I'm just saying that I just know that I and my friends would not have been affected by that.
No.
And we would have kept a secret.
Yes. You wouldn't have had it, yeah.
No, we figured out that there's one jealous kid that the teacher's not interested in that's like blowing it for everybody. Go, fuck, Mom, I got something to tell you.
You can't imagine that many 14-year-old chubby chasers.
But you don't even know. I mean, you're 14 and
Yes.
a female is offering herself
Yes.
up. That's good enough for the most part.
Yes, better than humping a sock for a change.
For the most part, that's all you need.
Right.
The fact that she wants, wow.
Yeah.
You're not thinking,
Plus,
yeah, but she's a little fat. I don't
At 14, I didn't have sex at 14, and so I wouldn't even have been. She would have had to direct me anyway. When did you first have sex, Norton?
You don't want to know.
Oral sex, very, very young.
How old?
You don't want to
Second,
know.
third grade, multiple partners, and intercourse 18.
18. Man, I was 18 too. How old were you?
I was 18.
18, right?
I tried, but fuck, it wasn't happening in high school. I freshman in college.
Well, I was a summer before I went to college, and but no, I mean, and every guy was like, "Oh my God, Vinny got laid." It was there was a lot of guys that hadn't been laid yet.
Dude, we were all trying. My pack of friends, we were all trying.
Yeah, of course you're trying, but there was
like motherfuckers.
Yeah. If you go down now, like I go down and do the Tropicana down there, they have the quarter, and they have that dance club down there, and you stand there and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's a much easier game today.
Yeah, because the new Goodnight Kiss.
Yeah, you're putting up numbers now. It's not hard.
Here we go. Murder, suicide, 911 call. Oh, my God. We really want to hear this?
Yes.
Wow.
Beauty of satellite.
Wait, Dan, help me out with this.
All right, Travis just said it sounds like Pee-wee on 30 Rock.
Thank you for coming to my murder-suicide. Wish I could do the voice.
Somebody please come to my house.
What's the matter? Okay, gotta calm down. What's the matter? Ma'am? Hello? I don't know what's going on. Myself. Ma'am? Hello?
It's a guy.
Ma'am?
Sounds like the Three Stooges.
She's crying in the background. Hello? Talk to you.
Oh.
It's like saying, I don't know what you're doing. Hello?
That just disturbed you.
So was that the guy before he shot and then killed himself, or was he shot? Was that a woman calling?
No,
or a man?
I think that was the woman calling and crying.
No.
No?
That's a guy's voice.
Okay.
The one going, ooh.
He's so excited that, that his voice is way up there.
Who shot who? What happened?
It was a 37-year-old, James Canty, calls 911 sobbing, apologizing, saying he was responsible for the murder-suicide.
Oh, he called and said, I missed all
The couple's bodies were found in a family room on the house lower floor. Both died of gunshot wounds to the head, and the motive is unknown. So he's saying sorry before he killed her.
Yes,
And killed himself.
Wait a minute.
I didn't need to hear that.
Did he kill himself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Murder-suicide.
okay.
It's over, Johnny.
So he's the guy that actually called up and said, I'm sorry, I'm about to do this, and then did it. But was the girl already dead? That was all gunshots we were hearing, right?
Yeah, there were 5 gunshots that were heard.
I'm guessing that he shot her first
4 times
and called up. No, he probably shot her. Called to say he was sorry, like in a sobbing, crazy way. Shot her 3 more times just to make sure she was dead or whatever, and then shot himself.
Yeah,
that was probably just to make sure she wasn't suffering or.
That might be it. Yeah, that might be it.
But she was
Because he only shot himself once, I'm sure.
Of course, that's why you call up in that crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, here's what happened. They got in a fight. He lost it, shot her once. Then determined, I'm screwed for life. I just shot my wife or girlfriend, whatever it was. Then he finished it off, made sure she was out, that she wasn't suffering, and then he...
Wow.
That's my guess.
I'm kind of confused. Maybe somebody on staff could help us. Because Steve sent that out like it was a hilarious Mike Schmidt moment. Or did I read that wrong, Dan? Did anyone else read that email? And what? Maybe he was being sarcastic.
That's disturbing.
Here's a great sobbing 911 call of a murder-suicide.
Well, great could be like just, for the show great. Because it is compelling audio. It's like just yicky.
Lucky us, we get to hear everything now.
Hey, you know what? It's
There's a time that, here comes Steve running. Holy shit.
Can he do that?
Yes. Well, he's traipsing.
Well,
he's run jogging.
That's very disturbing video. Audio.
Steve, what was your motive? Were you being sarcastic? Were you being like...
Initially, I was being
show?
sarcastic.
Okay.
But, truthfully, I am a sick fuck, and when I hear the guy, howling like that, I do get a little bit of a chuckle, but...
you were laughing?
At first, yeah.
Wow. I'm just saying wow, that's all.
Yeah. I understand that howling sounded to me like a Three Stooges type thing. Like that's what it sounds like. But then when you realize what's going on, it's very disturbing.
Yes, of course. And so yeah, my initial reaction was, wow, this guy sounds weird. And then you realize exactly what's going on, and then it's horrifying.
What do you think? He shot her more times? Like she was already dead?
I think he shot her and then called 911. I think your assessment is right. I think he was she was already shot. Then he called her, shot her more times.
Because you couldn't hear her in the back because he kept going, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like he realized what he just did.
I would imagine a lot of cases like murder seems like a good idea until you're in the act and realize, oh my God, this is horrific.
I think it's the second you do it.
Yeah.
It's like you ever punch someone in the face.
Love it.
Yes.
Right? And then, but the second after you do it, you say to yourself, oh.
I used to...
This was dumb.
For real?
Yeah, man, you kill somebody that way. Then your whole life shot the shit in a handbag.
You gotta know where to hit him, Vinny.
I worked in a nightclub for many years, and we used to carry these big-ass Maglite flashlights with us, and every once in a while you'd get into a situation where you'd get so pissed off at somebody because you just get antagonized, there's drunk people. Well, I got so angry one day, God, I hope he's not listening, I hit this fucker in the head with a 5D cell Maglite. I opened up a 6-inch gash on his head. I thought this fucking guy was going to die.
Yeah.
You're worried he's listening? He's got brain damage.
Yeah, good thing.
Right.
Good point. Thanks.
He just drooled into a cup and said, I'm dead.
I know you.
You know, but it's one of those things. The second it happens, the second you look you look at this guy bleeding, you know, fountains out of his head. You're like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Steve, he was listening.
Oh boy,
he's on the phone and he has something to say to you.
Thank you. Thank you, dear friends, for coming to my birthday.
Danny, we're figuring out how to use the clip finally. See, it's working.
We had a guy come in the club.
Someone, go ahead.
Hey, a guy come in the club, just a monster, just big dude. He works for a big company, had a party there. He got physical, threw one of our waiters against the wall for asking for a receipt. The guy was out of his mind, and he started screaming like, the guy was Asian. He's going, you fucking kook! And he's screaming all kinds of racial things, and we called the next day, got HR on the phone, and had him fired in 7 minutes.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah, it was great. But I was a little afraid he's going to come back with a gun, because he was a senior executive at the company. The company handled it great. I got a call back immediately. They're like, listen, you'll never have to deal with him again. It's kind of funny, because one of his employees that was at the party stayed after everything was gone. And he goes, look, that guy's got anger issues. So the next day when I call, that guy answers the phone. And he goes, listen, I'm not reporting this incident because he's my direct supervisor. He goes, and I can't do that. I'll lose my job. He goes, but if HR asks me the question, I'm going to answer everything honestly. That guy called me 2 weeks later. He goes, hey, I got a new job.
Wow.
Well, you know what? That guy wouldn't probably be mad at you for reporting it because he knows he fucking... Like, when you're drunk and you throw a waiter against the wall, people that snap... usually snap at the job itself, not the club that called. He drunk and threw a waiter against the wall. How big was he?
This guy was dropping N-bombs, and I mean, the funny thing was the kid he threw against the wall is like a little 110-pound kid, and this guy was about 270.
Tall?
Like not
fat?
tall, big, like probably 6'1", which is not short. But he was just a barrel-chested...
Like a linebacker, bully, scumbag.
Yeah, complete scumbag. He's out front, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, hey, guy, calm down. He's going, come on, let's dance, you faggot! Let's go in the parking lot and dance! So I'm trying to stay cool. Behind him...
Were you afraid of him?
No, I'll tell you why I wasn't. There was 5 waiters at this point behind the guy. So if I punch the guy, they're going to jump on him. They're going to... It's going to be 6-on-1. 1-on-1, yes, I'd be afraid of the guy. The guy was huge. Yeah, and not just huge. He had that look in his eyes, that crazy, like, I can kill somebody look.
Yeah.
So, but I can't help myself.
We're running out of show.
All right, I'm sorry.
Dave in Tennessee, I was a soldier. First time killing someone is hard. By the 3rd or 4th, you are numb.
Ooh.
And then we had a great story about this guy banging his biology teacher, but we're not going to get to it, unfortunately. There was somebody else in that house.
There was.
Yeah.
Who's in the house? Who was in?
Please come to my house. Oh my God!
That's better.
Hello? Oh my God!
Oh, that's better.
You get the point.
How'd that 911 tape even get released? How's that not?
Honestly, things like that happen, and what happens is a lot of times at the Wellmont Theater in Montclair, New Jersey, they just play the audio, and tickets on sale for September 26th at noon today.
Apparently, there's a strip club in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
And this gentleman put up a sign in front of his business that says, no Negros allowed. No Negros allowed. He said it's his business. He's had enough problems with black people over the years that he feels it's his right to put this sign up, even though
It violates civil laws that have been in place since 1964. But he's putting a no Negroes allowed sign up, and his business isn't open yet. Once it does open, he will be held responsible for this legally. He had to put it inside his establishment. People were a little angry. But by the looks of the sign, Danny brought this up earlier, it looks like something happened with a black guy 5 minutes before he put the sign up. Like, it's written in Sharpie. It's just ripped out of a piece of paper. He probably got cut off in traffic and went, bah, fuck it.
I guess in hindsight, I guess Kinko's probably wouldn't print up a no Negroes allowed sign
Can
for
I
you.
get some no Negroes allowed signs? I need it for my business in an hour. About
They
an hour?
sold them out. Some asshole in Long Island had to ship them to his mansion.
Wiped out the warehouse, did you?
He puts them on every door in his house.
It's a whole pallet.
You guys are
signs in your
exaggerating.
backyard.
Has there been a black person step foot in your house yet?
Patrice O'Neill has been in my house.
Why was he there?
A party.
Oh.
It was a party. I think you were there. Weren't you there for that one?
I've never seen the house.
You were never at my house for
It's
a
a
party?
real nice one. No.
Aw.
He goes, it's a real nice one.
It's a nice one.
I wouldn't have came anyway, but thanks.
Well, you know what?
I got an open invite.
You got an open invite.
See, you laugh at the open invite, too. Thank you, Colin.
The open
invite is a
Mi
crock of
casa
shit.
es su casa. No, this summer I'm sure I'll be having a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm sure walking in there was like
parties.
the beginning of Get Smart.
Yeah,
Like
well,
8 gates.
there are a few things you have to go through.
A couple of guard dogs.
Yeah. There's the perimeter cameras.
It's like trying to break into Auschwitz.
Well, breaking out was a little harder.
We got a guy crying in, it looks like Philadelphia. Did Travis leave the video for you?
Oh, God, that guy?
Yeah,
Oh,
here it is.
This guy, crazy Philly guy.
I'll retweet it in a little bit. I want to play it on the show first before I share it
Now,
with
I
everybody.
guess a library's closing?
A library's closing in Philly. What's the title of the video so people can find it?
Faggot.
Crazy Philly man crying because library is closing.
Yeah.
Listen to this old guy.
affecting emotionally.
I am emotionally.
Talk to me a little bit.
Well, I grew up here. I live here. And I used to play football here. And I can't believe anybody's going to close this damn thing down. And I'm a carpenter. Shit.
Got you that upset.
Oh, yeah? What are you kidding?
What are you kidding?
It's like stupid. Why would they shut down this library?
You grew up with this library?
Oh, definitely. I grew up on Decatur Street.
So he lives here. He's played football. He's a carpenter. He grew up on Decatur Street, and he's friggin' nuts.
Yeah.
Decatur
So
Street.
it says Decatur Street. Why would they shut it down? I'm a carpenter. What did he throw that out there for?
He sounds
Because he could fix the place.
Oh,
he's got to be 70 something, man.
yeah. He's just some old guy going crazy because they're shutting down a library. Jimmy brought up an interesting point earlier. That's the place he goes to download his porn, his kiddie porn.
Yeah, now he's back because his fucking fat wife's going to be looking over his shoulder.
Oh, I'm a carpenter. I'm
Yeah.
jerk off.
Colonel, what are you doing? I just like to look at them. Sound like Jackie Martley.
Yeah. Hey, I can't believe they're closing down the library.
It's some Long Island comedy club.
Yeah. I can't believe they shut down East Side Comedy.
My throat hurts.
We heard you.
It still hurts. I have an injury.
You probably fucking broke a little bone in there. Or
I
something.
got my new iPad
Hope
case late last night around 2:30.
Oh, the one with the little thing that folds out the back?
No, the new one. It's around 2:30 in
keyboard?
the morning. It
Hope you
came
can
in.
hook a shotgun up to it.
What's the difference between this one and...
Well, this one is my wife's the back of her head while we're in bed. It's perfect. Just has a stand. I was sleeping last night, kept falling down because my new case hasn't showed up. Right in the back of her snoring head. I watched 2 episodes of Psych.
You leaned it against her head.
Sleeping head.
Yeah. She was right on the back of her head.
The wife snores.
Only I snore really bad every night. I actually got that snore pillow from Brookstones, and it fucking just gave me acid reflux.
Yeah, how the fuck is that snore pillow work?
What it does is it
Put it over your face and push.
Yeah, it has handlebars on it.
Snoring will stop.
It comes with a male nurse.
Comes with a big Indian.
There you go. It's Will Sampson delivers it. You could get a snore pillow for your nose.
Fucking Chip, man.
I got it.
Can't stand him.
Yeah.
What happened?
So where's the crying guy? Is he done? That guy ruled.
let's play it again.
That guy fucking ruled.
Yeah, I want to hear why he says he's a carpenter.
Yeah, I want to hear it again.
Thinks he's Jesus.
Let's hear it again.
Yeah,
it's too good to only play once.
This obviously is affecting emotionally.
I am emotionally.
Talk to me a little bit.
Well, I grew up here. I live here. And I used to play football here. And I can't believe anybody's going to close this damn thing down. And I'm a carpenter. I couldn't, shit.
He says, oh, shit.
Got you that upset.
Oh, yeah? What are you kidding? It's like stupid. Why would they shut down this library?
You grew up with this library?
Oh, definitely. I grew up on Decatur Street.
Dude, and that guy on the news is
he
just
knows.
milking it,
He's
asking
trying.
him emotional questions.
You're coming here your whole life.
Been coming here your whole life. Like he's trying to get him to cry as long as he can. Oh, shit! What did they bleep it out of the news?
Well,
is that
this definitely is the raw because obviously, and there's no graphics out, and obviously he cursed. So I'll try to find if this ever aired somewhere. It's got to be somewhere.
Because they would have to come back from that and be like, oh yes, he's very upset about the library, or they're snickering and laughing.
Of course. Not the greatest cry from Philly though.
Was that guy from? Oh no.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio, with 2 very bad knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
What happened?
Did it work out?
What happened?
I thank God the dream came true.
Good old Mike Schmidt, of course.
Mike Schmidt has cried more on this show.
Just dicks we are. People actually having emotions is hilarious to us.
I don't know
Just
why.
People being emotionally connected to something about their childhood or their career, like this, and it's just fucking hilarious.
It really is everybody.
Come on, Jim, stop
just
rubbing
wants
my
to
leg.
Say it.
Fucking shin rubbing me.
Took him 30 seconds to notice.
Because it felt good for a couple seconds.
Hey, just kind of like, oh, that's a nice thing. Oh, it's Jimmy.
But it's weird how you don't notice for a second and you're like, homo move.
George from Jersey just writes, "Yay! I got to hear Mickey Mouse say shit."
Oh, shit, kids. Closing down the library.
That's exactly who he sounds like. Fucking stupid Mickey Mouse.
That guy was. What the hell happened at that library that he's so upset?
I don't even know.
Fucking library. Who cares? He grew up there.
He played football.
Played football right over there.
How do you play football in the
He's
library?
a carpenter. Shit.
Oh, outside the library? What?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I was molested behind that bush.
Yeah, you know something special happened there. He remembers.
There's a good Stephen King book, or it's a short story called The Library Policeman.
Oh.
And he's such a great fucking describer of things. And I forget if the guy was having flashbacks, but it was like the guy he remembered himself as a kid, and he would say, like, he could remember somebody going, "I'm the library policeman." The guy had a lisp, and he was describing the scent of the guy's breath. He was chewing something, like a mint.
Yeah.
And you've been bad. I'm the library policeman. And then as the story unfolds, you realize that this guy took him behind the bushes outside the library and fucked him in the ass when he was a kid.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Little White Sam, his name was. A Little White Walking Sam or something. It was so good. But he talks about the red hot pain going into his hiney. Oh, it's great. The library policeman.
Policeman.
Yeah, that creep. And he describes looking in the window and seeing a lady doing something while he's being sodomized. Oh, it's so good.
Wow, that library policeman's a lucky devil.
Oh, boy, he fucking rules. They took my library policeman badge. They said it wasn't for real.
Oh, Officer Paul.
I'm 57 years now. I'm 58 in March.
Retire from the force.
Yeah, I had to retire.
You had a badge?
Yeah, I did. I made one. It said library policeman on it.
With the list.
Yeah, and I taped it to my shirt. So books were late. You had to come with me.
Do you have a uniform?
Yeah, it's by big long policeman's jacket.
You can hide things.
Yeah, yeah.
Did the story have like the kid was remembering or thinking back?
Remember,
and
dude.
it was all like something else.
Yeah.
But then it all came back like, oh no, that wasn't that. That was me getting.
It's a movie too. But
God,
yeah, it's
that's
got
awful.
some. I think he said that it was a white hot. His descriptions of shit are fucking the Misery. I think the opening scene in Misery is he's describing some sort of ocean of stench or whatever, and it's her breath in his face. I believe that's the opening. Stephen King just knows how to describe. I mean, that's it's not really a good thing.
Made a couple of bucks on books, I hear.
Really quickly, I want to talk about Harry. Good old Harry. I don't know about this. You know about this one, right, Ant?
Yes, I saw.
Hairy Balls?
I saw this last night. Holy shit. It seems that they're trying to name some kind of a city building. And I don't exactly know what town this is in. I think they say it in the news clip. But they want to name it after a famous mayor, an ex-mayor.
Nice.
Mayor. But his name is a little awkward. And even though it's winning in votes, the name, they're not sure if they're going to name this place after this former mayor because it is a little embarrassing. So,
what is up with embarrassing names?
Why
do we have embarrassing names?
I think people have pride in their last names and don't change them and shit like that.
But if your name's Hairy Balls,
yeah, well, yeah, maybe you should. I don't know.
Here's the clip.
Fort Wayne's longest-serving mayor has put our fair city back on the map. Even GPSs are taking cracks at Fort Wayne.
Recalculating. Continue 0.4 miles, then turn right on North Harry Balls Drive.
There's already a street named after former Mayor Harry Balls, and it appears through online voting the community is ready to name a second thing after him. There is someone standing up for the thousands of votes. Balls' great-nephew, who now goes by Baals.
You just read the name and you're not sure. You might say Balls, you might say Baals. What do you think about all this?
Oh, I think it's kind of funny. I also think this is a name that people have voted for. I think the people should have their say.
On Monday, Fort Wayne Deputy Mayor Beth Malloy told the Journal-Gazette naming the new city-county building the Harry Balls Government Center was, quote, probably not going to happen.
Since it's Uncle Harry, it should be Balls. They can do it, like you said, with the street name, HW, instead of his entire name. I don't see a problem with it.
Online voting at feedbackfortwayne.org ends Friday.
Well, you know it's just going to get like crazy fucking votes now for Harry Balls.
Poor Hairy Balls.
Harry Balls.
Great mayor, but they can't use his name ever. Although they
I
have
know.
the street name, and to hear the GPS say Hairy Balls is pretty fun.
You know what the worst is? The second place is Hey Would You Blow Me?
Yes.
Is a famous governor.
Mike Hunt is on his way up too.
Yeah, they're going to name a library after Mike Hunt. Is that the Dickazinia Center? Is that going to be erected soon? The Dickazinia?
It's a great story. What do you do? I guess you use the initials if he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
The HW building or whatever they wanted to call it.
That's great. I was just going to run to the Phil McCracken Mall over there and see if I can buy myself an iPhone.
Poor Harry.
Harry Balls. And then they try to change it to Baals.
Right.
See, the spelling is Baals. That's the spelling. And apparently the family's grandmother, like this guy that was talking, his grandmother
mispronounced it.
No, changed it on purpose. Because that's when it started turning into like balls started becoming synonymous with testicles. And before that, they were talking, it wasn't a thing. Like when this mayor was Mayor Harry Balls, balls wasn't something they called testicles.
Is that
yeah, it wasn't
okay.
like synonymous with testicles.
What about the hairy part?
The hairy part is just his name, Harry. Harry Balls. But then it became like testicles, and it became very funny.
Of course.
And very insulting, and then they went to Baals.
Baals.
Which, you're still going to look and just go, stop it.
That's a great clip, though. I need more clips on this
Grandma,
story.
Grandma Balls said she doesn't want that.
I need news stories, a lot more
More news stories.
More
I was gonna
Harry
say
Balls.
News stories on this. More of them.
I heard a different one last night. It was the same news.
But he said Harry Balls more, right?
Oh, yeah, he said a lot more. He just kept saying he couldn't get Harry Balls out of his mouth fast enough. It's amazing. Harry Balls.
Hey, Anthony, Fort Wayne, and we got an update on good old Harry Balls. Thank you, Club Soda Kenny, by the way.
Harry Balls?
Remember Harry Balls?
Best. Yes, Harry Balls.
And it's Harry Balls. It's spelled B-A-A-L-S. That's balls.
B-A-A-L-S.
Maybe go Harry Balls.
The guy tried to change it to Baals.
Baals. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
We had this story.
There was a vote. They put it to a vote, I guess. They wanted people to decide what this municipal building was going to be called.
Mm-hmm.
And because Harry Balls was such a great public figure in this town, they thought the Harry Balls, whatever it is, center.
Right.
But then they said, no, that's kind of silly.
Yeah, Fort Wayne scratches Harry Balls out.
Scratches Harry Balls?
Get it?
They are really making the Harry Balls joke.
Hey, man, there's guys that get paid well to write the headlines. Fort Wayne scratches Harry Balls out for name of government building.
Right.
See, then the rest of the fucking sentence doesn't make sense because they were so excited to work the word scratches in there.
Scratches Harry Balls.
Because then it falls apart. Fort Wayne scratches Harry Balls out for name of government building. It kind of is a little rough after that.
Yeah.
Goes with Citizen Square.
Citizen Square.
All right, listen. So Fort Wayne scratches Harry Balls out for the name of that building. The people of Fort Wayne, Indiana, have spoken and were ignored, Anthony.
Why?
Because they don't listen to the people anymore. What year did they stop listening to the people? Governments in general.
1776.
You know what? You know what?
That's when they stopped. The second a piece of paper was
that when it's
drawn up?
Was that when the I got it.
Yeah, we wrote it down. Here are the rules. Here are the rules.
The forefathers went right with I got it.
Don't worry about it. Here.
I love the line, but I think there's some truth to what you just said, my friend. I think that's when it started. The overwhelming result of an online poll to name a new building the Harry Balls Government Center was thrown out because officials thought it would be ridiculed.
You really? Why?
It's going to be ridiculed? The people said that's what they want. So how is it now being ridiculed if the majority of the people said, no, name it Harry Balls?
So don't put it to a vote.
Or Baals. It's B-A-A-L-S.
It's Balls.
That's Baals. Instead, they decided to call the new building Citizen Square. The real Harry Balls, who indeed pronounced his name Balls, of course, it's right here, was Fort Wayne's mayor from 1934 through 47 and again through 51 to 54. His descendants changed the pronunciation to Baals.
Baals.
City officials initially said they would ignore the results of the poll.
Christian Bulls.
Yeah. In which 24,000 of 30,000 voters chose Harry Balls. So this is what the people wanted, and they said, fuck you. We don't care what you want.
The people want Harry Balls. The people get Harry Balls. Don't make a fucking maniac out of me. The people wanted Harry Balls.
They certainly wanted Harry Balls. Because they thought people would make fun of it. So who cares?
And they will. Who cares?
Could have been worse. The poll's second place choice was Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
Citizen Square only received 5 votes in the poll. They went with
5.
They went with the name that only 5 people voted for. So keep thinking that the politicians are doing right by you.
They represent you.
You can't even name a building without them getting their greasy little hands in it.
Harry Balls would have been great.
Harry Balls would rock.
I got to go to the Balls Center.
Right. I'm sure anytime you have to go into that shithole of a building, it's for something bad anyway.
Yeah.
So it should be called Harry.
Paying tickets. And
they should make it Harry Sweaty Balls.
Yeah. Fucked in the ass center.
Yeah, I got to go to the fucked in the ass center today to pay a red light ticket. Red light camera ticket.
Fuckers.
Yeah, the new hashtag is Let's Talk Charlie Sheen. Because you're flaunting it, but
let's talk.
I bet you if we got Brie Olson on the phone and she was talking openly, she goes, you know what? It was all fun, the media circus and stuff, but I wasn't giving any dick.
Yeah, she needs the dick.
So I had to fucking hit the road and get a little dick. And
Two beds, no waiting, duh.
He's not.
That's what he said.
He's barely doing anything in that fucking house. Man uses pennies to pay credit card bill.
Oh,
you heard about this guy?
One of these?
Love this.
These pop up every so often.
Love it. We should all be doing this. We all have our dumb penny collection somewhere, right? A California man was turned away, Ann, after he attempted to pay his $6,500 credit card bill with pennies. Now, when they turned this guy away, the question I got, I don't know if it's in the story, is the bill considered pay? He tried to pay. You didn't want the fucking penny, so did you just go on that dumb screen of yours and click paid?
What is that considered that you can't pay in what is legal tender in this country?
I guess we're going to find out. Thurry, Thirry, Thurry, I've never seen that name in my life. Shahez loaded 650,000 pennies in his vehicle. How heavy is that, Danny?
Wow.
That's Mythbuster shit. Can you tell me how much? 650,000 pennies. I need to know how much that weighs.
650,000.
What would you guess, Ant?
Let me say. 2,000 pounds in a ton. 600,000 pennies. I would say that is 1,800 pounds of pennies.
Wow. Wow.
It's a guess. It's a pure guess.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
It sounded really good.
I know. I wanted it to sound good.
Because when you used to go to the bank with those rolled up pennies, even just like if you had 5 or 6 of them.
Kind of heavy.
Kind of heavy in that right hand of yours,
Heavy.
right? Danny's doing the Mythbusters math right now for us. Need to know 650,000 pennies. How much does that weigh? So he loads up 650,000 pennies in his vehicle, drove to the local Chase Bank in an attempt to pay his credit card bill that was due on Monday. Money's money, isn't it? Shaz said.
Hey, words to live by.
Different time, different branches, and they all send me away and have a very bad attitude. So he went to a bunch of branches with his pennies.
He's trying to pay.
And they're giving him a bad attitude.
He's trying to pay.
We've acknowledged in this country that a penny is money, right?
Uh-huh.
So what's the fucking problem?
Oh.
I have an answer for you when you're ready.
Yeah, I need to know.
Should I say it, or you just want to?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
It is 4,456 pounds and 10.31 ounces.
Oh.
So is there tons involved there?
Well, how much is a ton? 2,000
pounds.
It is, right?
So 2.5 tons worth of pennies.
2.5 tons of pennies.
That sounds legit.
Where'd he get them all?
I know, right? The bank?
Let's see. Initially...
he had a jar he's been collecting for quite some time.
Giant jar.
He wanted to take that Disney trip, but it never worked out. Initially, Shahez was told he needed to roll the coins, and he said he has tried to make the payment for days. Is that a law? You got to roll your coins?
Yeah.
Is that how they get you think?
Yep.
I brought them back, and now they're rolled, and they still don't want them. So then the fucking guy is rolling pennies all day long.
How long did that take?
Shahez said, and then he asked, does my penny stink? Shahez was sent to a different branch with a bigger vault to make his payment. Shahez says he's upset with his bank over a refinance he could not get and other charges and fees on his credit card. So,
Oh, boy.
That's kind of a good little story.
Those always pop up. There's a wacky fucking guy that wants to pay with penny story.
And Ann found something very interesting in the paper today. The world's most typical human being.
Yeah.
What would you think that is?
Like if you just imagine,
there's plenty of jokes to be made, certainly. But I also want a real
The world's
answer.
most typical human being.
typical human being. What the picture of a typical Earthling.
Remember when we used to have
would
to do what our typical listener looks like?
Yes.
It's the same thing, but this is for the world.
The world.
A woman who finds me sexually repulsive.
That'd be
Let
it.
the jokes begin. Someone smarter than Voss.
What do you think the world's most typical human being is?
Yeah.
How old? What does he look like?
Yeah.
What does he do?
Right.
How much he makes?
Yep.
World's most typical human being.
Something to think about during the break.
Muslim. Biggest religion in the world. 25.
25-year-old Muslim. How much does he make? Is that in there? Yeah, well,
low. It's a low amount of money, probably.
Well,
average yearly income.
What do you think the average
what do you
yearly
think?
income of the typical human being?
Islam is very big in the Middle East and certain parts of Africa. I'm probably way off.
How much a year?
40,000. No.
Typical, average.
$20,000 a year.
So you're saying 25-year-old Muslim man?
I'm probably 100% wrong. I'm just
making $25,000 a year.
Let's say the price is wrong.
Yeah.
You can adjust a little if you want. I'm not giving any.
No, I know you're not. I'm just thinking.
You might be right on.
Of African countries and a lot of, like Pakistan, they don't make. No, you know what? $8,000 a year.
8,000.
25-year-old Muslim that makes $8,000 a year.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm sure I'm probably way off. Oh, you know what? You know what it could be? You know what?
Uh-oh, he's honing.
No.
He's honing.
Asian female.
Asian female. Makes how much?
30-year-old Asian female.
30-year-old Asian female.
Making $8,000.
What are you fucking asking for? Are you on Craigslist?
Oh yeah. Am I speaking out loud?
Oops. Making how much? I'm just laughing because it's completely different from the first guess.
$8,000 a year.
$8,000.
Are we writing these down? All right. So now it's a 30-year-old Asian woman making $8,000 a year. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're going to tell you what the world's most... You're going to have another guess.
All right, wait a minute.
6'9" Mexican man with blonde hair making $2.3 billion a month.
A month. All right.
Only half circumcised.
We got our first radio tease. The world's most typical human being. We'll tell you who that person is after the break. So we're looking for the world's most typical human being. You got an answer for this, Rich?
Most
a guess?
typical?
Yeah.
In the world.
It's like...
Think the entire world. How old
average,
is the person? What does he look like? How much does he make a year?
The average Earthling.
I'll tell you the truth. I tweeted this or whatever you call it. I was on the plane the other day coming back from Atlanta. And there was a guy, he must have been 37, 38. We're in first class. I'm,
of course,
upgraded or bumped up. And I'm sitting there, and he's watching 2.5 Men, and he's laughing. And I wanted to just fucking put a shiv in his fucking neck. I'm going, you're an adult, and you're laughing at this? So that's your typical fucking American that would just sit and laugh at 2.5 Men, but probably be offended by Patrice or Louis C.K. or something.
It's not as 2.5 Men. I watched the episode one time and I wanted to hate it.
It's not that bad.
The writing was actually edgier than most sitcoms. I was surprised with some of the lines they did.
But just the keyword sitcom. It's
they take a few more chances and they're a little edgier than the average sitcom. I still wouldn't watch weekly, but I did take a peek too, and it's not that bad.
Guy.
What do you think? World's most typical human being.
Yeah,
you got to consider
typical
the whole
human
world.
being. What's the makeup? If
For example,
if they walked in here, what would they be?
Jimmy has two answers: a 25-year-old Muslim that makes what do you say, $8,000 a year, or a 30-year-old Asian woman that makes
$8,000.
$8,000. Same pay.
Oh, it was the same pay?
I stuck to that. Yeah.
And what about the Mexican guy though?
What do you think of typical?
The most common person right now on the planet.
Yeah, what would be the most common person on the planet?
Safe to say he's not Jewish.
People.
An anti-Semite.
Wait a minute. You know what?
Probably a designer in fucking Italy.
Oh, yes.
You know what? It's a fucking baby.
A baby?
Really?
Yeah, or a
Uncle
youngster.
Paul.
No, it's a youngster.
A youngster?
Yes.
So what's the makeup, age, and income?
An Asian a youngster with no income.
Asian youngster, no income is that would be the average Earthling.
The most common Earthling right now.
Oh, and we forgot the most important part of this quiz. His demeanor.
Oh, right.
Cries a lot.
I said
a crying baby.
I fucked
Anthony.
up. I fucked up by saying his demeanor. So it is a guy. So that's part of the puzzle. So it is a guy. Final answers.
I don't know. I'll stick with my.
I want to know what Rich would think.
My age, instead of Asian female, Asian male.
Asian male, 30.
Typical. I don't understand. Typical.
The most common type of person. Like, what is the most common human in the planet?
See, we're stupid.
We think. Are you saying the most? Numbers wise,
you're just
Asian?
a dumb man. You're just a dumb man.
Why am I a dumb man? Typical.
What does typical mean?
It's the most.
Typical. It's a guy. No, that's
typical.
Muslims are not typical. They're extremists, most of them. Or
no, but that's the most common religion.
So it's common, not typical. There's a difference between common and typical.
Not really. Not in this sense.
Not in this sense.
We mean the most common.
You're just talking the most. Yeah.
You're really. Yeah. Just. What do you think? See, in our dumb world, we think it's a white guy because that's all we basically know. But for the whole world, what is it? Most common, fine.
Then it would have to be throughout the world Muslim because there's more of them every fucking where.
And how old is the Muslim?
Well, okay, probably like, I would say 21 or 19 years old. 19-year-old Muslim.
Okay. How much does he make?
Under the table?
Let's get the answer.
How did you ruin an already awful quiz?
Oh my God! It's just like, Jimmy has fun answers. One of Jimmy's answers was a 6'9" Mexican that makes $2.3
billion a month.
Yeah, but I still say it with glasses. No, with a monocle.
Monocle.
Well, the headline is Chinese men are mean. The world's most typical human being is a 28-year-old Han Chinese man who speaks Mandarin and owns a cell phone. National Geographic found that the Hans are the world's largest ethnic group. 28 is the world's median age, and most people own cell phones.
So I was right, almost.
You were
When I
pretty-
said 30-year-old woman. I mean, Asian, I was right.
They were pretty close. In their massive study, the magazine also found that there are more men than women worldwide, just barely, so it's very close. More right-handers than there are left-handers. And the average person makes less than $12,000 a year. The average human being makes less than $12,000.
So I was kind of close with
Did
age.
you guys get together and decide on this bit together? Or
It's not a bit, it's a little bit of information.
Fucking the worst filler I've ever done in this radio station. Okay? You guys are fucking
But less than
edgy.
25% of the world's population has a bank account. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Less than 25%.
Wow, they go to check cashing.
The average male height in Holland is 5'11". Peru's typical man is just 5'4.5".
Oh, shit, I'd be a giant over
Short people.
Women in Japan typically live to the age of 86. Women in
Japanese.
Afghanistan, want to guess?
30.
45.
No.
Average woman in Afghanistan makes it to 45. You got to be shitting me. And then it goes on to, oh, this is actually bad. The average American uses 100 gallons of water at home per day, while people in parts of Ethiopia use just 2.5 gallons of water each day.
Well, dig a fucking well, you goddamn assholes. God, do something.
We're just using all the water in America.
That picture Danny has the world's most typical humor. It's just a really mean Asian guy's face.
Yeah, like
and if you
that.
pan back, he's next to a traffic accident.
This guy I kicked off an idol last night.
Looking ahead, the study says that the 28-year-old
I got it.
Han man won't be typical for long. By 2030, the most typical person in the world will be from India. So we're fucking in the minority.
We are complete minority.
Minority. The white man is the
Yeah.
minority.
Talk about fucking minorities.
Huh?
Fucking, we're the biggest minority in the world, and yet
retards.
I knew a joke was coming because his neck threw out like a whatever.
Oh, boy.
My neck threw out like what?
Like,
I'm a very, very bad neck right now. I'm sore today.
you have a very bad neck?
I'm sore.
Yeah.
What happened?
How big was it?
Well, boobies are good for all of us.
Fellas, listen up. A new study says it's actually healthy to stare at a woman's breasts.
Oh, look at this guy with
Healthy.
the fellas listen up. What about
Fellas, listen up.
What about the lesbos?
Fellas.
What about the lesbos getting healthier by looking at the boobs?
Does that help?
Fellas, listen up. A new study says it's actually healthy.
And what about some of the geese that actually stresses them out looking at the breasts and they get heart attacks?
Although
This guy's fucked up.
Although the gay like breasts. I've heard guys like breasts because of some motherly thing.
So they don't mind the boobs?
Yeah, because they're usually, the domineering
Then
mother,
that's gotta
whatever.
be-
I don't know. But
Then that's got to be confusing as hell to them.
yeah.
Because they like them because it brings them back to the mother thing, but that's why we like
But
them.
they don't wanna
because it-
play with
because it brings us back to those days, too.
No, they're cushy. But I don't think gays like them for that reason. Like, wow, this is kind of hot to see and shit like that. They like it because it's
nurturing.
It's
like
nurturing.
soothing.
Like I think when they hug their girlfriends, they like to lay their head on a breast or something like that.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, that's just my take. I'm a student of the gay.
Why?
I don't know. You should know a little bit about everything. I had a gay Richard dream the other night. Holy shit, dude. That was fucked up.
Did you get... All right, go ahead.
It was Tree Fort Richard.
I had a dream.
Did you have sex with him?
No, there was no sex.
Be honest. Was there some weird shit going on?
It's a dream. I would be
where you could go,
honest.
look, it was a fucking dream.
It was a dream. I would be completely honest, but I'll let you know.
And then people go, well, that means you're gay, though. Oh, really? So when I'm flying around like a unicorn, I'm a unicorn in my dream?
Winning. Unicorn winning.
How far did you get with Richard in the gay dream?
In the gay dream? No, it wasn't a gay dream. It was a dream with Gay Richard.
It was a gay dream.
See, Gay Richard is dead.
You're gonna hold back on your dream.
Gay Richard died of the AIDS.
Yeah, I know.
A few years back, I guess in '99 or 2000, something like that. He died of the AIDS. The ninja got him. The HIV. The high five. So to see him in a dream was weird, and I hadn't had any Richard dreams
Good
like
question.
ever.
I'm not listening to you. Danny has a great question. What base did you get to?
Oh, that's
with Richard.
With no bases. Although, what are the bases? Let's see. First base is what?
I don't know.
What, for gay guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Danny, he wasn't falling for it.
I was about to be like, well, I guess kissing.
Well, we can all guess. Is fisting a home run?
Yeah.
Is the fisting like a...
I guess it depends.
I think it's third
if you're
base.
the fister or the fistee.
How is fisting third base?
Fucking is always the home run. So I think ass fucking would be the home run.
Oh, we gotta
let's get this straight.
Wait a minute. You're crazy. A fist has to be...
Fist has to be like a grand slam, I'm thinking.
A grand slam?
In the park home run. Because that's not easy to do.
Park
that's really not easy to do. How are you... Fisting is...
No, in the park home run is like premature ejaculation. It's just like you really should have been out. You should have been out.
Are we really going to do this?
The infield was in.
All right, let's see. Kissing's got to be first base. It's always kissing.
For the gays?
Yeah. Do you think? What else would it be? Okay.
Well, if they got fisting as part of their thing, then they got to get right to cocksucking as first base.
Jesus Christ.
Think
That's
about
a
it.
hell of a single.
Because you still got the penis in the hiney, and then you got the fisting. So that's taking up two bases right there.
You know, for this radio program, I've covered a few gay parades down Greenwich Village in the city, and boy, a handshake for some people. I've seen guys just basically meet, say hi, how you doing, and then they're grabbing each other's dicks. So I think some dick touching or dick grabbing has to be first base.
So first base has to at least be like
way more aggressive than kissing.
Hands down the pants.
Yeah, genital
jiggle
contact.
the balls.
Let's not forget
hands down the pants.
Let's not forget about docking.
Oh God!
Holy shit!
Docking is kind of like you're stealing second or something.
That's a stand-up double.
A stand-up double.
Stand-up double.
There's docking. There's felching. There's
so we
fisting.
need things like a slide in fucking.
I don't know, man.
Like there's got to be. There's not just first base, second base. There's a bunt. There's a fucking, blooper into fucking center field.
What happens? What's that rule when the ball hits the ground on a third strike before and you're allowed to run to first? Is that like if a guy is like straight and the gay guy just is going for it anyway? He's like, fuck it, I'm going to touch his dick.
Yeah, it's him bending over to tie his shoes and you fucking stick your middle finger in his asshole.
Hey, he wasn't ready. He wasn't looking.
Fucking hilarious. Hey, did you wake up before you came?
Let me see if I can answer that right.
And were you bummed out?
I didn't come at all. And
were you bummed out?
I wasn't. No, I wasn't bummed
Were you bummed
out.
out that the alarm went off when it was getting hot and heavy?
No, I wasn't bummed out.
Why would you bring a gay dream to the show?
It wasn't a gay dream. It was a dream with a gay guy that used to be a friend of mine before I knew he was gay.
Did you have morning wood when you got up?
No, there was no morning wood.
Wood winning.
Morning. What? No, there was no wood.
All right, what's the dream about?
It was, now I feel like very much to it. It was just, Richard was there, and I was there. We were sitting in these, like, kitchen chairs almost. Like these kind of old chrome pipe with the fucking cushions on them and shit. Mm-hmm. Like an old kitchen type chair. And sitting kind of like next to each other, but a little turned towards each other. Like at a, the chairs are almost at a 90-degree angle.
You do realize it's officially a gay dream.
Why? Because they're sitting and having a chat in some kitchen chairs.
But now you're kind of slightly toward each other, so that
what would have been
there's an
not
uncomfortability
gay?
about it.
Facing each other completely,
No,
or just
both
sitting next to each other?
Next to each other, looking at a wall.
No, because we were talking.
Oh, you were talking.
Yeah, we were talking.
All right.
So the chairs are turned in, and I'm thinking to myself like, holy shit! Wait, isn't he dead?
Yeah, you're talking to him.
Like in my dream thinking is.
But some people think that you're actually talking to the person through your dreams.
Oh, really?
So you might have been having a conversation with him wherever the fuck he is.
That's creepy.
He obviously isn't in heaven because he's gay.
Well, no, God doesn't like
and that's
that.
That's a joke because
My
that's
God,
completely ridiculous. But
so we're sitting. Boy, if it's I'm gay, just getting to the seating arrangement.
do you believe in that shit though? Some people say you can talk to dead people through your dreams. I've had some weird ones with my dad.
I don't believe in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it's about.
It's kind of cool when you see some dead people in a dream and you kind of like, hey, how you doing?
But then
and
you
they
wake
talk
up
to you and you wake up. But it's like you had a little phone call with them or
then
something.
you wake up and go, oh, that's right, he's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But you had a little conversation. You spent a little time. Yeah. It's a memory now, just like a regular memory would be if you talked and then left.
True.
So that's all there is left to it is, what's in the ether. Yeah.
People want to know if you were sitting on his lap.
No, there were two separate kitchen-y chairs.
Were the chairs upside down?
No.
That came in a lot, by the way.
Did he have three friends with him?
No one gets credit for that one. That one came in a lot.
Oh, God. No, we were sitting next to each other in the chair, in respective chairs. And I was thinking, he's dead. What the hell's he doing here, And he's talking to me about, that he's sick. He's like, yeah, I'm sick and stuff. And I said, yeah, I know, I heard about that. And I said, AIDS. And then he starts crying.
Ugh.
He was crying in the dream. And he's like, I don't want to die.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to die from this. And then
you said you won't. It'll probably be pneumonia or something.
Yeah, you don't die from the AIDS. It'll be some kind of side thing. And then he leans over the chair to hug me and lean on me to cry. And all I was thinking is, I think I could get AIDS from them tears. so I didn't reciprocate with the hug thing. I kind of backed off. And he realized that and sat back up and kind of got composure of himself. And then he turned into a Buick LeSabre.
Yeah.
And dreams.
And you turned into a butterfly.
But it wasn't a Buick LeSabre.
But it wasn't really. And I was driving from the back seat.
Were you?
And
But it wasn't really the back seat.
No.
You guys were obviously good friends.
Is that you're interpreting this?
Yeah.
Well, where's that dumb fuck shrink? What does she have to say about that? Yes, we were best friends.
You guys were obviously good friends.
Best of friends.
To get serious for a second.
Is that a thing where I wasn't there to maybe help him through his time of need?
Probably kind of, maybe it bums you out a little bit. But you guys lost touch because you guys went in different... I had some really good friends that I haven't talked to in so long now. And I remember the days you thought you would live your lives together.
Oh, please, yes. Oh, my
you
God.
buy the house next to me or in the same town. And, man, these people are long gone.
Gone. No, I never... After I left California and came back here, I never looked at it like, oh, my God, I miss my good friend. It was just kind of like... Made new friends.
Sure.
And
I'm sure
no more homos, I don't think.
And I'm sure he did the same thing, but...
Oh, he certainly did. He made some really good friends, apparently. Wow.
God, I would love to know who his enemies were.
Yeah.
That's what his friends did.
Oh, thanks, pal. Yeah, but there's probably some weird dreamy thing that happens where those things are connected in your head, and then you're like, oh, what does that mean? Does it mean like he went to get some kind of comfort from me and I wasn't there?
Maybe.
But
or maybe he was too scared to.
Well, but not even too scared. We weren't even fucking friends at that point. We weren't friends. I hadn't heard from him. I didn't know he was dead for fucking 8 years.
Jesus.
That's how friendly we were.
That's a hell of a friend right there.
I had no idea. I used to be like, oh, maybe if I go to California, it'd be awkward if I saw Richard because he tried to blow me in the treehouse. And you guys well, I guess I don't have to worry about that. I won't see him no more.
And you guys weren't friends after that?
No, we kind of still It wasn't best friends. We'd go bicycling to go fishing anymore, kind of a
certainly
thing.
it was awkward.
And I had left to come back to New York very shortly after. I think he knew I was going to New York.
So he said, "What
and
the hell?"
said, "I gotta fucking pull out all the stops
And he's
here."
thinking, I gotta find.
I gotta
cock
make my move.
I gotta find cock wherever I can.
I knew, I
gotta get to first base before it's too late.
First base, cock and mouth.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just one of those weird dreams. But it was weird. I woke up and kind of like chuckled. I was like, "Oh, that was odd."
Was it creepy
Where
though?
the fuck
when
was
you
he
woke
coming
up?
from? Yeah, it was weird because he was dead, and but he was like the age I knew him at.
Yeah, you're going back in time.
Because I don't know him at an older age because
You were going back in
he's
time.
dead.
And he wanted a little comfort hug, and you were too scared of the
And
AIDS.
I backed off because I was afraid of the AIDS.
You were afraid of
AIDS
the
tears.
Look, man, there was a time
I was afraid from the AIDS tears.
There was a
I
time-
need the gypsy tears.
There was a time no one wanted to play with Magic Johnson because they were scared of the AIDS.
The AIDS. Not going to fucking...
So you didn't know any better?
Not going to start bumping with Magic.
Nah.
Like that. Yeah, it was a little freaky. A little creepy.
Sounds it.
The dead person dream is oof.
Usually it's just my dad.
Yeah.
Dead person dream.
I remember hearing that whole thing when AIDS first came out in the public eye there, in the public brown eye. Oof. Boo. Hold Charlie Sheen sound effect. When AIDS first really came out, and they said like, gay people get it. I was like, uh-oh. Like the thing that happened. I was actually worried about the treehouse incident, thinking that somehow I could have gotten AIDS from that. Just because he was gay.
That's hilarious.
And it was some kind of weird,
Yeah, you
like,
don't know.
sexual thing.
I had a friend who was so paranoid when the AIDS thing like hit for the first time. He was convinced he had it because of what you're saying. By the way, he's not a gay guy. So he goes to the doctor, and the doctor...
You don't have to say him and he, Opie. It's okay.
He goes to the doctor, and he was pretty blatant about it. He basically said, "Have you ever sucked a cock?" Guy goes, or whatever. He said, "Have you ever had sex with a guy, whatever?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "Have you ever done drugs with a needle?" "No." Get the fuck out of here. That's what this is about.
It's all petrified.
But because you didn't know, like you were
You just
hearing all
didn't
this
know.
weird shit.
Yeah, you didn't know.
If he drips sweat on you, if you shake his hand, if you tongue kiss him.
Yeah, you didn't know. You thought like even straight sex, they try to really tell you straight sex, and especially back then, it was just like, what?
But everyone was out of their minds. Like, what the fuck does this mean? Remember when it went around maybe for a week that mosquitoes could fucking give it to you?
Oh, yeah. Gay mosquitoes.
They pop a gay guy and then they pop you next, and next thing you know, you got the AIDS from a mosquito.
And by the way, I don't know why that doesn't happen.
I don't
tell
wanna
you the
know.
truth.
I don't even want to fucking
I don't know why if a mosquito like bit somebody with AIDS and starts sucking some blood out,
right,
and then lands on you and then sticks into your fucking vein,
right?
Why don't you get the AIDS?
I don't even want to know.
You don't even want to know.
Nope.
Because there's a possibility that they go, well, you know something?
Well, you know why?
It can happen.
Know why? Because a few years go by and they go, "Oh, remember that mosquito thing? We were wrong. Yeah, you can get it."
Now, that's worded. It says, should I worry about getting AIDS from a mosquito bite? And the simple answer is no. Should I worry? No, don't worry. That doesn't mean it can't happen.
Well,
Just don't worry about it.
That
motherfucker.
Post was saying that they're not saying that it can't happen, but it is very unlikely.
It's very rare that it can happen.
like it would have to be the perfect storm of AIDS for you to
For
for
a
it to
perfect
happen.
AIDS storm? The mosquito would have to fly through arcing jizz coming out of a gay gentleman's penis
What if
then land on you.
What if the mosquito pops him in the pee hole?
Ow. I don't think
I think that just hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in his anus.
Have we done that bit yet?
His anus.
Have we done mosquitoes to the pee hole yet?
No, we should do it like
I don't know if that's going to get approved.
Write that on the docket.
On the docket? Put it on the docket.
Put it on the docket.
Like those old off commercials where the guy sticks his arm in that plexiglass thing with all the mosquitoes. You got to stick your dick in there. Just have mosquitoes land on it and fuck up your dick.
Old school, we would do it.
I know we would.
We would have that done.
Yeah.
How funny would that fucking be?
God damn.
Breasts make you healthier. This is where we were at before the break.
Yeah.
Fellas, listen up. A new study says it's actually healthy to to stare at a woman's breasts. 500 men participated in the German study.
Hard to pluralize
Half of them were
breasts.
told to refrain from looking at a woman's breast for 5 years. The others were told to ogle them daily. The study found out that the men who stared at breasts more often showed lower rates of heart problems, a lower resting heart rate, and lower blood pressure. The authors of the study recommend that men stare at breasts for 10 minutes a day.
E-Rock, get in here.
Couple things.
All right, I've been nice. Come
Couple
on.
things. I hate those studies.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Shut
What
up.
is that? That's a dumb study.
And then the guy has to read it like it's a serious medical
Yeah.
breakthrough or something.
Having a hard time saying breasts.